The Seahawks, in my opinion, have had a disappointing offseason. And I'll tell you why that is in a second, but massive shout out to Joey Benedict for the suggestion of today's video. Go drop him a sub, their link is in the description. And if you want a shout out just like that one, all you gotta do is let me know what team to do next. Then when I pick your comment, I'll of course do the team you want me to, I'll give you your shout out. It's a win-win. And we're gonna set the like goal a little higher on this one. Let's shoot for 200. We've been easily hitting all of them lately. So for this special video, 200 likes. I really hope you enjoy it. And if you do, every video I make is like this, not quite as long, so be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Trying to hit 4K by the end of the month, so I would very much appreciate if you do that. But that's enough plugging. This is a long ass video, so get your drinks, get your snacks, and let's get into today's video. Hello everyone, it is Brandon the Simp here, of course, joined by the GOAT, Mikey McDingle, and oh boy, do we have a fun one today. We're gonna be doing my favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks, for 10 years. I could have phrased that a little better, but you know what I mean. Now, like I said in the intro, what this team has done in the offseason is a little disappointing to me, but I don't hate it. I know a lot of Seahawks fans did like the Draymond Jones signing, but it was not my favorite. I know Seattle too well. I don't know if I have like Stockholm syndrome or something. That's not necessarily what it is, but like I almost perfectly predicted that the Seahawks would sign Draymond Jones, but I predicted that they would give him 3 years 45 mil. They gave him 3 years 51 mil. So even worse than I expected. I don't hate him necessarily, but he's a very inconsistent player, and I feel like that's the last thing the Seahawks defense needs. He's not the best run defender in the world, and he's an inconsistent pass rusher, so I didn't like that signing, but I like mostly the rest of everything this team has done in the offseason. I liked the Julian Love signing, I liked bringing Bobby Wagner back, I liked bringing in Devin Bush. They did let Ryan Neal go, which I hate, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep him around. I'm gonna say, fuck the real Seahawk, we're keeping him. I liked the Evan Brown signing a lot. I feel like you could have done more for the depth on the offensive line here, but I'm assuming they're gonna look there in the draft. Obviously, you have Geno Smith coming off of his comeback player of the year season. He does get a fair amount of hate now because he won that, which I predicted fully. I was like halfway through the year, I was like, I wonder how long it's going to take for people to call him overrated and hate on him. And it took 3 more months. He legitimately played like a top 5 quarterback through the first half of the year, kind of fell off towards the end of the year, but I put that more on the coaching than him. And everyone's like, oh, what did he come back from being ass? Yes, he came back from being ass. He came back from being a bust. You could say, oh, well, he just broke out. Well, he broke out fucking damn near 10 years after he got drafted, and he came back from almost retiring a few years ago. I can't believe that is something that people have complained about. Maybe I'm just being biased, I don't know, but even if I wasn't a Seahawks fan, I would have been like, yeah, that's valid. Like, if he had that year on the fucking Texans or something, I would be like, yeah, that's valid. I don't know, maybe that's just me though. But obviously, you had a very good rookie class. Kenneth Walker, Charles Cross was his rookie year. Abe Lucas was good. Tariq Woolen, arguably the best rookie corner. You have a nice receiver duo, arguably the best in the league. Well, not really, but one of the best. Overall, I like how this team is looking. You still have Jamal Adams. Uchenna Nwosu was really good last year. Quandre Diggs, I do think he's a bit overrated. He's not great in coverage all the time, but I do think he is a good safety. Your edge group needs some help. I was hoping they would sign somebody there. Here's what I was hoping this team would do, right? I was hoping they would sign a decent pass rusher because you have enough young developmental players here, like Boye Mafe, Darrell Taylor, Alton Robinson, Tyreek Smith. I'm assuming they're gonna draft somebody, and I don't know if they necessarily need to do that. I just think they need to play their fucking younger players more. They were playing like 35-year-old Bruce Irvin over Boye Mafe last year. I did not understand that. And I wanted them to keep keep Al Woods, keep Shelby Harris, and draft a younger guy to develop here. But what they did is they overpaid a like average to below average defensive lineman and cut their only 2 solid run defenders last year in Al Woods and Shelby Harris. I did not understand that, but that's what they did. I did not like that. This is an ugly defensive line group. If you completely ignore the defensive line moves they made, I really like what they did in the offseason. offseason. If you include those, it's a meh offseason to me. But that's enough talking about the team. Let's actually get into this rebuild. I'm very excited. And with that, let's get to the midseason point of year number 1. Okay, that's random. Tyler Lockett's going to be mentoring Cade Johnson. I kind of wish that was D. Eskridge instead of Cade Johnson, but I do love Cade Johnson in real life. I thought he was a very underrated player. I don't know how he went undrafted. Hasn't really done anything in the league yet, but maybe here. I can almost assure he won't, but maybe. Okay, this would change things. Let's go stopping the run for Draymond Jones, I guess. That sounds good to me. I won't complain. Well, before I reveal how we are doing at the midseason point, I'm not gonna plug here. Seattle withdrew their second round tender or whatever it was for Ryan Neal. I'm gonna say fuck the real life Seahawk. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep Ryan Neal around here. He's a really good player, and they basically just let go of a starting caliber safety to save like $2.5 million. The fuck are you gonna do with that? They have to have some plan for this offseason, because I do not understand that. I thought what they were gonna do is play Jamal at linebacker, kind of rotate him between strong safety and linebacker, play Ryan Neal at strong safety, Jordan Love in the slot, and then Kobe Bryant or Mike Jackson or Trey Brown or whoever they draft at number 2 outside corner, but apparently not. So I don't know what their plan is. I hate what they're doing, honestly. I've seen some Seahawks fans be like, oh, he wasn't gonna play much anyways, which maybe that's true, but still, why are you letting go of a really solid safety to save like $2 million? I don't get it. At the midseason of year number 1, though, we're actually sitting at 4-3. That is a lot better than I thought we would be. I don't think it's quite as good as they were in real life at the midseason, but still very good. The Cardinals are 4-3 somehow. I don't necessarily understand that. But we have some re-signings here. Oh, I have to redo Geno's contract. Okay, I'll get that. I don't know what kind of money they gave Mike Jackson. Phil Haynes we can bring back. He's really cheap. Okay, well, fuck you then. No long-term commitment. I mean, what have you really proven to make us commit to you long-term? Okay, so I'll fix Geno's contract, and then we will get to the end of year number 1. Okay, well, we did have a bit of a massive collapse at the end of year number 1. We finished 7-10, which I guess checks out. I mean, for the last like 5 years, it feels like the Seahawks always start pretty strong, and then Pete Carroll's play calling, not his play calling, but his conservative philosophy takes over, and the team kind of goes to shit in the second half of the year. But, you know, hey, Madden's rarely realistic, so we'll take it here. Geno Smith was not all that good. 3,900 yards, 28 touchdowns, 10 picks. That wouldn't be a bad year in real life, but he was better in real life this year, and for Madden, this is pretty bad. Kenneth Walker didn't even reach 1,000 yards, only 993, 4 yards per carry isn't super great. 10 touchdowns is good. Touchdowns are touchdowns, though. I mean, I think they're fairly overrated for running backs, at least, unless, of course, they're like big breakaway one. Tyler Lockett was our only 1,000 receiver with 1,007 and 7 touchdowns. Not even 900 yards for DK Metcalf, only 5 touchdowns. Noah Fant with 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. D. Eskridge, I mean, essentially as a rookie here, he has hardly played in the league with 700 and almost 50 yards and 7 touchdowns. Blocking was pretty horrible. Lucas and Cross were bad. They were really bad. 12 sacks allowed from each. Damian Lewis even allowed 7 sacks, which is not good. Phil Haynes only allowed 3. Evan Brown only allowed 1. He is really good, apparently. Defensively, B-Wags led the team with 147 tackles. I've literally never called him that. I don't know why I did. Draymond Jones led the team with 16 tackles for loss. It looks like he's going to be really good here. 10 for Uchenna Nwosu, 10 for Jordan Elliott, and then sacks, 8 for Draymond Jones leading the team, only 6 for Uchenna Nwosu. I did start Boye Mafe because he is a rookie here. He got 5.5 sacks. Definitely not good enough to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but was pretty good. And then interceptions, 4 each from Jamal Adams and Tariq Woolen, 2 from Wagner, Diggs, and Bryant, and then 1 from a few players. We were 30th in offensive yards. Good lord. 10th in defense. This is like the total opposite of the team in real life. 26th in points scored, 15th in points allowed. Oh, why wouldn't that happen here? I don't know if I have ever seen Russell Wilson win MVP in this game, and he won it in the Seahawks rebuild. Because of course he would. Why wouldn't that happen? Dak up there too. That's an interesting top 2. Obviously no Geno. I might honestly bump Geno's traits up just because I feel like he rookie plays really, really badly in this game, and I don't feel like that's realistic. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Cooper Kupp, the white boy, as always. I said that in a different order than I normally do. I don't know why. No Seahawks, unsurprisingly. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Leonard Floyd, back on the Rams. Okay. Did they ever even officially cut him? I don't know if they did. I don't know. Aaron Donald at number 2, but somehow the Rams went 5-12. Okay, whatever. No Seahawks, unsurprisingly. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Christian Watson. Kenneth Walker at number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Quay Walker. Tariq Woolen at number 3. Boye Mafe at number 7. So really, it doesn't look like we were even close to any awards. I guess Defensive Rookie of the Year, but that's like it. Leonard Fournette on the Cardinals. Ew. Why would they do that with James Conner there? I don't know. The GOAT Laurent Duvernay-Tardif on the Vikings. Draymond Jones was up there for defense, or best D lineman at least. Tariq and Jamal up there for best DB. So I mean, honestly, fairly disappointing year. Like I said, want to up Geno's traits. Let me do that. Geno Smith, big hitter? Sure, I'll give him that. Strips ball. I would like him to strip me. What? Ooh, that's actually a really interesting Super Bowl. The Chargers beat the Eagles. I don't think I've ever seen the Chargers in the Super Bowl here, maybe once. Which, fun fact that I can guarantee like nobody listening would know. I don't think I've ever said this. Growing up, my like second and third favorite teams were the Chargers and Eagles. I don't know why. I think I just really liked their jerseys. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you why I liked them, but I did. But yeah, the Chargers do beat the Eagles here in what must have been a pretty entertaining Super Bowl. 0 fans versus a shit ton of crazy fans, honestly. But in terms of re-signings, I don't really think there's anybody here I could bring Jordan Elliott back. Do you want to come back to be depth? Sure, okay. League altering. I liked Marvin Wilson a ton coming out, and then he went undrafted for some reason. Do you want like player-friendly Phil Haynes? I thought I went player-friendly. No, I think I went neutral. It's 3 years, 13.8 mil. Do you want that? Okay, cool. Because he was pretty decent this year. We might draft somebody to replace him, honestly. I don't know. But he was solid. And I think we're good, so let's see what we can do in free agency. I mean, honestly, there isn't really much for us to go for here. I normally sit out free agency year 1 anyways because it's not that good. I mean, we could go for Daron Payne, but he re-signed in real life, so that wouldn't be realistic. Miles Jack could be fun, but we already have so many linebackers. We're good. Did Isaiah Hodgins get re-signed? I don't know. I don't think I've ever done this. This is a weird rebuild for me to do this in, but I think we're good here. I don't think we're gonna do literally anything in free agency, which honestly, I almost wish the Seahawks did this year, because I don't like what they did. I know I've said that about a million times, but I don't like it. I just don't. Here in the draft, we unfortunately do not pick until number 12 overall. I guess I didn't even consider that the Broncos doing so well really sucks for us, because obviously in real life, that's the number 5 overall pick. Here, that's probably like 25 or lower. Number 30. Oh God. Okay, well, we have 12 and 30. The Patriots really suck in my custom rosters. I don't know why, but they're always like really, really bad. They have the number 1 overall pick here. I'm actually curious, what would they do in this situation? Would they go like Bryce Young, or are they gonna go like Will Anderson and play him kind of out of position on the defensive line? That's probably what they're gonna do. Yep, that's what I fucking hate this game so much. It's so bad. Ooh, Brian Branch to the Steelers. I actually like that a lot. Anthony Richardson is still available? Now that has me thinking, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why he would still be available here, but Geno isn't great in this game. Nah, but I think we're gonna go Devin Witherspoon. Really good press. Overall well-rounded corner. Should honestly have a higher man coverage than zone coverage rating. He's a really sticky corner. Let's take him. Hidden Dev, in my opinion, the best corner in the class. Maybe Gonzalez, but it's close. I do think I like Witherspoon more. Wearing number 31, which I really don't like. I know DJ Dallas wears it, but come on, bro, that's Cam's number. You can't be wearing that. Now, with unfortunately the 30th overall pick, the Falcons took Jalen Hyatt. Lucas Van Ness is still available, and Broderick Jones. Ooh, I might have to do something weird here then. You know, we really do still have some holes here. I mean, I would say we could use a third receiver, especially because Lockett is getting old. Our offensive line is confusing because the 3 good players played horribly last year, and then the 2 bad ones did well. I love this game. Makes a whole lot of sense, right? We really need defensive line still. I think that might be what we do here. Which, hey, in my opinion, what the Seahawks should have done is kept Al Woods, kept Shelby Harris, and then brought in a younger guy to learn from those two instead of cutting the two and paying a worse player more than those two players would have costed in total. That's not really English, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, with this pick, I think I am just gonna go best player available once again, Lucas Van Ness. I mean, he's kind of a scheme fit wherever you want to play him, so definitely makes sense in a 3-4. I actually like him best in a 3-4, maybe as just a defensive end. Is maybe a little redundant here with Draymond Jones. They're kind of similar, but who cares? It's Madden. It doesn't matter here, so let's take him. Obviously, hidden dev wearing 69 here for some reason. Let's go. Nice. But yeah, should be a good player, and if you've seen one of my videos, I think you know what his dev trait is, so that's a nice pick. And with the 12th pick in the second round, DeJuan Jones is still available. Josh Downs is still available. Ooh. Adetomiwa Adebawore is still available. Ooh. I mean, there's still some good players here. I don't know why they're slipping, but I ain't slipping, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we're just going all defense in this draft. We might as well do it again. BJ Ojulari. You can't put BJ as the name in Madden, which I don't even know why they make you censor it. It's kind of stupid. So you have to put his real name here, but I wouldn't say edge is necessarily the biggest need in terms of drafting because I already have a ton of guys that they can develop. It's just they're not developing them for some reason. They're playing players like 35-year-old Bruce Irvin at edge instead of, you know, a younger guy. So I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully they actually try to develop their guys this year, but we'll see. But here it does make sense to draft BJ Ojulari, so let's take him. Really good speed, good jumping here. I believe he's still only 20 years old in real life, so that's a really nice pick. I like that a lot. Could be a player that'll be here for the entire rebuild. We'll see. And I think with this next pick, this might be the last pick I actually take, but let's go Luke Whippler. Good center out of Ohio State, listed as Abilene Christian here because this game sucks, and if you change it, it just automatically changes it back when you save it, so that's fun. But let's take him. Another hidden dev. We have literally not missed on hidden devs. My draft classes have a ton of hidden devs because I've explained this a million times. I like to set players with lower overalls but higher dev traits so they aren't starting immediately because I feel that there are too many rookies that start day one in Madden draft classes, but then it gives them a chance to develop. And just players that I see as higher upside, I like to give higher dev traits. So that's kind of how I do it. I'm not going to spend too much time on the recap because I feel like I spent enough time in the draft, more than enough time, but Devin Witherspoon is a 75 overall. Immediately will be our number 2 corner. We'll play Love in the slot. And honestly, that's a really great corner trio. Lucas Van Ness, we're obviously going to keep on the defensive line. Isn't exactly a scheme fit here. I like the number 69 for him, so we're going to keep it. Even though he wears what, 92, 91? I think it's 91, right? Pretty sure, but don't quote me on that. Or is it 7? No, it's 91, I think. Either way, doesn't really matter. Only 69 overall, but again, I did give him a pretty good dev trait, so I don't know why he was available, but we'll take it. BJ Ojulari is a 72 overall. Didn't go down at outside linebacker, and honestly, I don't know how he plays in this game, so hopefully he can turn into a beast for us. We'll see. Luke Whippler is only a 68. I knew that. Doesn't have to start day one. We'll see. He could, but Evan Brown was really good last year, so I don't have any reason to switch it up. And then this is the first pick I took that I didn't record, and I probably should have. A.T. Perry was still available, and I didn't remember that I still had him with a dev trait. I'm not the biggest fan of him in real life, but he is solid for sure. Should be a really good third receiver for us. I don't like that he's wearing 12. It's giving all these players bad numbers, so we'll switch that. And then I also took Tyler Steen, Keandre Coburn, and Max Duggan to be our backup quarterback. So that's interesting. Here is a look at the team going into year number 2 of the rebuild. Honestly, there isn't much difference here on offense at all. The only real, even remotely real change is going to be A.T. Perry as the wide receiver 3. D. Eskridge was solid last year as the third receiver, but why not go with someone who can actually develop into a good player? Because I believe Eskridge is already 26 or 7 here. 26, okay. So yeah, he's not going to develop into anything here. He could be good in real life. I don't know. I didn't like the pick of him in the second round at the time. I thought he was like a 5th round prospect, but that's a Seahawks pick. Let me tell you that. A.T. Perry also not exactly my favorite, but I do believe he is better, so we'll see what he can do in his rookie year. And then defensively, we're going to be starting a lot of rookies. BJ Ojulari, Lucas Van Ness, Devin Witherspoon, even Keandre Coburn, just because I realized we don't have any defensive tackles. I just didn't address it at all for some reason, but that's fine. We'll figure something out there. So yeah, we're hoping for big performances from our rookies this year, obviously. And with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 2. Oh, well, we're not quite as good this year. We are 1-6. That's valid. We have a 75 overall defense. I'm surprised it's that bad though. I mean, we might start turning to some of the younger players even on offense here. We'll see. Oh yeah, I wonder why it's so bad. We're starting a 63 overall defensive tackle. Couldn't imagine why it's not going super well, which hey, that's probably what the Seahawks are gonna end up doing in real life. Mr. Heno Smith is doing better here. You love to see that. Kenneth Walker is really bad so far. I don't know why. I thought he normally did pretty well. Tyler Lockett's doing well. Charles Cross is having a fucking amazing year. Honestly, our entire line is doing really well. Phil Haynes on track to make the all castration team, which if you didn't know, that's my non-existent team, but it's always interesting / funny to say it. I don't know if it's quite funny, but I think it's funny. It's players that allow 0 sacks in a season because castration, it doesn't even really make sense because castration is removing the cock, you know what I'm saying? No sack would just be removing you don't want that imagery. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, Jesus, our defense is getting 0 pressure. Well, that's fun. And then we have 4 total interceptions. Okay, I think the problem is our defense. Who would have guessed? But we have some re-signings here to make. We have 57 mil to work with, so we're looking pretty good. Noah Fant, I definitely do want back. We will go 4 years, 34 mil. Let's see if he takes that. He wants more years. Okay, I guess I can do that. Draymond Jones. I'm surprised wait, why did it not give him a longer contract? He's on fucking like, bruh. All right, I need to make Draymond Jones' contract. Hold on. Okay, I got his contract all figured out. Damian Lewis wasn't very good last year, but he's been solid this year. We'll try out player friendly. He'll probably reject it, honestly, but let's see if he takes it. Okay, well, fuck you then, buddy. Devin Bush will bring back because I do expect Bobby Wagner to retire soon. We'll offer him very player friendly because it's literally only 4 years, 14.8 mil. He takes it. Finally, someone accepts a contract here. I don't know why there are so many contracts here. I mean, we're still gonna have to re-sign Quandre Diggs. I guess that's really it on the back end, but there are a lot of like depth players here. I'm ignoring Uchenna Nwosu for now because he's having a horrid year and wasn't all that good last year either. You know why? This game sucks. That's why. I realized why he might not be doing that well. It's because the game still has the Seahawks defense as a 4-3. That's why it's not doing super well. Oh god. Let's go with the Packers defense. I typically see it do pretty well. God, this game sucks. I need like a counter of how many times I say this game sucks in my videos. If you want to do that, feel free. I mean, it's a long video, so maybe you don't, but I feel like I say it way too much. But I feel like it's not a valid or not an invalid complaint. I feel like this game does suck, so I don't know. Oh, also, I feel like it's important to say that this is gonna be a realistic rebuild. I feel like most people have figured that by now because that's the type of rebuild I always do. But yeah, just thought I would let you know. But let's get to the end of year number 2. Okay, super quick. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. If you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe, all that garbage. Trying to grow this channel. And I'm actually gonna set a new goal. Let's see if we can get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Of course, it's a new month now, which thank you for 2,800 pretty recently. I think I've already said that in a video, but still, thank you for that. But yeah, be sure to subscribe yourself, and if you know anyone that might enjoy these videos, be sure to share it with them. Of course, we have the goal of 200 likes for this video. Help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? And also let me know what team I should do next, and if I should do another 10-year rebuild soon, because I'm definitely thinking about doing more. But this is a look at the team where I think you can pretty much tell that we didn't have the best year from the -3 morale on Mr. Heno Smith. Yeah, overall not looking too great. But yeah, we finished 3-14. This is one of the worst seasons I've ever had in a rebuild, and honestly, it's not the worst team ever. We're 79 overall. It's not that bad. It's not good, but these are my custom rosters where the ratings are lowered a little bit, so this is probably like an average team. Maybe below average, but not 3-14. Okay, no, it's actually kind of a bottom team. Okay, that's valid. Yeah, it is actually tied for the second worst team. Never mind. That's valid. Let's see how we did this year, though. I'm scared to look. look, Geno Smith, 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, still has not met how he played in real life this last year, so that's disappointing. Kenneth Walker was pretty bad too. 1,100 yards, that's good. 10 touchdowns, that's good, but only 3.9 yards per carry. That's not good. DJ Dallas had 12 touchdowns as well, for whatever that's worth. Tyler Lockett had just over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. A.T. Perry with 990 yards and 8 touchdowns as a rookie. 840 yards for Fant and 5 touchdowns, and only 743 yards and 2 touchdowns for Mr. Decaf Metcalf. Holy shit. Okay, well, the blocking fell off a bit. Abe Lucas has been horrible both years here. We might need to look to replace him, unfortunately, even though I do like him in real life, because, you know, Washington State, my favorite college team, Seahawks, my favorite NFL team, you know, it's pretty obvious, but yeah, here, that ain't it, Chief. We might give him one more year, but we'll see. Charles Cross started off really well. He only had 1 sack allowed at the midseason, then allowed 8 in the second half of the year. Evan Brown finished meh. Phil Haynes finished meh. Damian Lewis was actually really good, though. Bobby Wagner led the team with 137 tackles, 18 tackles for loss for Draymond Jones led the team, 10 for BJ Ojulari, and sacks only 6.5 for Draymond Jones led the team. Uchenna Nwosu had what, like 10 in real life this year? BJ Ojulari with only 3 as a rookie. Lucas Van Ness with only 2 as a rookie. This game sucks, dude. And then 2 interceptions each for Tariq Woolen and Bobby Wagner, and only 1 each from Devin Witherspoon, Jordan Brooks, and Quandre Diggs. Pretty horrible defense, I'm not gonna lie. Lamar Jackson wins MVP. Justin Fields at number 2. Okay, Taylor Heineke is a god in this game. I don't know what happened. It seems like just recently that kind of happened, but now he's good apparently. Bryce Young on the Commanders. That's interesting, I suppose. The white boy Cooper Kupp wins Offensive Player of the Year, same as always. I want to die. And Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald, because of course it does. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bryce Young, A.T. Perry at 3, and Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Tyree Wilson on the Giants. Jalen Carter on the Lions, which that's kind of what I'm predicting in real life, unless the Seahawks pick him up. BJ Ojulari at 4, Lucas Van Ness at 8, Devin Witherspoon at 9. So 3 high picks on defense, and none of them get really even close to Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's super cool. I feel like this Super Bowl happens a lot. The Bengals beat the, I almost said Giants, wrong sport for San Francisco. The Bengals beat the 49ers 38-13, which I would thoroughly enjoy that Super Bowl as a Seahawks fan. I couldn't imagine the amount of excuses 49ers fans would make. That would be fun. What is struggling QB? I've never seen this scenario. I mean, that's the truth. It's what's happening. Dude, it's the fucking off season. This game is so ass. Why does that look like the Madden 22 player card screens, by the way? That's the old font. That's not the font they used this year, is it? I thought that was last year's. Sure, let's start Max Duggan. I don't know what we're starting him for. Get 300 passing yards with Max Duggan for a permanent ratings boost. In what? The fucking re-signing period? What are in the staff week? Are we talking practice here? This game is dog shit. There's another one to add to the counter, but I mean, it's not a lie. I've never even seen that scenario normally. That's interesting. In terms of re-signings, though, we definitely want Noah Fant back. He said he wanted more years, so we'll go 5 years, $42.5 million. That's a long-ass contract for someone who's already 26, but hey, we'll do it. He takes it. I'm fine with that. Uchenna Nwosu, hell no. He's been awful here. I would definitely re-sign him in a heartbeat in real life, not here. Damian Lewis, we will up it to, I guess we're gonna have to go very player-friendly. It's 4 years, $45 million. That seems a little steep. Well, I would give him more than that in real life even, probably, so I'm fine with that. It's just, I feel like we could get a better player for that amount in Madden. I don't know, though. Colby Parkinson, I like him a lot in real life. Not for $5 million a year to be a third tight end, though. No thanks. Evan Brown's been pretty good. We'll re-sign him. Let's see if he takes, I mean, we can even go very player-friendly. 3 years, $15 million. That's not too bad. Oh, I know why Quandre Diggs is here. It's because I cut him, because the amount of money he's making doesn't make sense in Madden. We'll see if he takes 4 years, like $9 million. He doesn't. Okay. Well, fuck you then. Hold on. How has he been? Has he been even decent? I haven't really even noticed him in the fucking stats. I mean, he had 0 pass deflections last year, 2 this year. I mean, he's had a couple picks, but that's not good. We might be fine letting him go. I mean, look, Seahawks fans are gonna hate me for this. I actually think he's a fairly overrated player. player. He's one of the few rare overrated Seahawks players. I don't feel like he's bad, obviously, but in coverage he's a bit shaky at times. He's just kind of a ball hawking type. He'll kind of disappear and then, oh hey, there he is with an interception, which is valuable, but sometimes he does get beat in coverage pretty bad. Oh, wait, Geno Smith hasn't been doing that well. Do we go after a QB here? I don't know. Okay, I think this is what we're gonna do in free agency. I'm questioning if I want to go for Rashawn Gary or not, because I do know he is pretty hit or miss in this game, but it's not like we have anybody good on the defensive line anyways, and it's gonna be hard to get somebody good there, so we'll try to bring in Rashawn Gary. We'll see what we can do. We have the lead for him. He's very expensive. He's 22 mils, so we'll see if we can get him. Malik Hooker is gonna just be kind of a, I guess, band-aid for Quandre Diggs. Honestly, I could just re-sign Quandre Diggs. Is he interested? No, he's not. Okay, well, Diggs is gonna regress harder next year anyways, so Malik Hooker, we'll see if we can bring him in. We do have a lead for him, and we're gonna try to bring in Leonard Williams because our defensive line seemed really bad last year. I mean, who would have guessed with a 70 or a 64 overall starting? So yeah, Leonard Williams, we'll see if we can bring him in. He's actually fairly expensive. He's like 14 mil a year, but I think he does pretty well in this game. So let's see if any of these players sign right off the bat, and they all do. We get all three. So that should be a pretty big overhaul to our defense. I hope it doesn't suck quite as bad this year. It's gonna be a really expensive defense, but hopefully it plays all right. Okay, wait. I literally never consider this when it's a possibility, but we have the #1 overall pick. Yeah, why do I never like think of this as a possibility? So that's actually pretty huge. We can really do whatever we want here. Holy shit. Normally from what I've seen, if there is a like high, oh my god, if there's a high ranked quarterback and you fully scout them, typically they'll be like 1st to 2nd round, even if they're top 5. But there are 3 guys here that are top 5 players in the class at QB. And I think Morris Goldman is the best one, which is a like 1940s ass name. But he ran a 4.44 at the combine. Justin Jefferson type beat. Ran a 4.38 at his pro day. Elite speed and acceleration. Elite jumping too. Listed with good throw power, which is, you know, it's good. Literally, it is good. Yeah, this guy looks crazy. He's not supposed to go for a little bit, so I wonder if there's a trade down I can make. The trade downs in this game are so ass. You can never get like fair value for your picks, but is there anything? Yeah, like trading all the way down to 18 for only a 1 and a 3. No, thank you. I just want to see if we can get like the 2nd overall pick for literally anything. No, we can't. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna go with that QB. He's gonna have normal dev probably, but he looks like an exciting player, so let's take him. Morris Goldman, a 6'3", 217 pound, 21-year-old QB out of Cincinnati. Let's take him. Hidden dev. Okay, huge. Only 90 speed, which is good. I thought it would be a little higher though. 90 throw power, 69 strength. Nice. And we basically have a 2nd first round pick. We have the 1st pick in the 2nd round. I probably, oh, okay. Is there like a glitch or something? Knowing Madden, there's probably another glitch, right? Okay, yep, there is. Oh, it just says everyone is top 5 talent. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. Hey, that's a new one. I've never seen that. This guy does look really good though. Meh, I wouldn't say really good. All right, well, we need defensive tackle, and this Denard Bakersville guy looks pretty good. Ran a 4.97 at the combine, a 4.89 at his pro day, which is pretty good. 35 reps on the bench at the combine. A player that can tackle, B awareness, power moves, impact block. Looks like a good player. Left-handed just like me for real, out of Iowa State. Let's take him. Hidden dev. You'll love to see it. And with our 3rd round pick, I might go Carlos Edens. I don't know where I would play him though, because I wouldn't. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Hold on. Okay, yeah, let's go Carlos Edens. He's 6'2", 324, 21 years old, left-handed just like me for real, out of Washington State. 37 reps on the bench, which for some reason is only great. I'm surprised that's not elite, but it's still obviously great. And then has really good run block finesse, good impact block, good awareness. You know, the more I look at him, the not as good he looks, but let's take him. Normal dev, okay. You know, maybe I should have trusted my gut and not taken him, but he'll still probably be a good overall. He'll still probably be like a 71, 72. We'll see. Ah, that was a guy I was gonna take. Fuck you, Bengals. I still can't believe this game lied to me about the top 3 QBs being top 5 talent. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew they didn't look that good. I was just like, hey, maybe there's something, man. Maybe there's something something there I don't see, but no, the game lied to me. But at least we still got a good player, it seems like. Oh, okay, I think with our last pick, we're gonna go Brad McKinley. I don't know what to do with this pick. He ran a 4.27 at the combine, 4.24 at his pro day, which was only second, which is intriguing. Has good deep route, potentially good awareness, which is kind of what you want to look for deep threats. Same with catching traffic. Their other route running outside of deep route running has F short route, but I mean, he's a deep threat, so it doesn't really matter. Let's take him. Can't wait to see normal dev. Yep. But 97 speed, 98 excel. Looks like an elf. That's fun. So here is a recap of the draft. I probably should have kept picking, but well, the CPU didn't do too bad, honestly. Morris Goldman is only a 72 overall, though. I mean, he's clearly not a top 5 talent. I mean, we almost have 3 other players as good or better than him, so I love this game. It's super good and super well made. I totally didn't discover like 3 more new glitches within this video. God damn. Like, it's genuinely a joke at this point, but he is a 72. He's pretty good. 90 throw power is good. Already the 29th rank QB, which is kind of surprising to me. Really good awareness for a rookie. Again, surprising, but obviously his speed is his main thing. 90 speed, 91 excel, 88 change of direction. Looking very nice in that regard. I said that really weird. Regard. I said like regard. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Denard Bakersville is a 73 overall. Good strength, really good play rec, solid speed for his size. Obviously, we saw that. Good tackling. Not quite as good as I thought he would be out of 73, but hey, that rhymed. Let's go. But he looks pretty good for sure. Carlos Edens is a 72 overall. Exactly what I said. I said 71 or 72, so this is the upside of that. 69 pass block power. Nice. Good strength, though. I feel like linemen are made super poorly in this game because it's always the agile blockers that'll have good strength and impact blocking, and then the power guys won't have very good strength, but they'll have really good lead block and then bad impact blocking. I don't really understand it, but it is what it is. Another weird EA thing. Brad McKinley is a 72 overall. He's actually pretty good. His medium route running is horrid, but his catching traffic, spec catch are all good for a deep threat. 97 speed, of course, as you saw. Solid deep route running. Really good change of direction. Would this guy be good at running back? No, probably not with that ball carrier vision and carrying. Looks like a good 4th receiver, though. I definitely won't complain. And then, I mean, the CPU honestly did well. They took a 69 overall running back. Nice. 68 overall free safety. They took 2 safeties, which is a move, I suppose. So overall, good draft. We definitely upgraded this team this offseason. I don't know why I just stopped speaking there for a second. I don't know what's wrong with me, but let's get into year number 3. 3? Yeah, 3. God, we still have so far to go. All right, here we're going to be trading Geno Smith to the Jets for a 1st round pick. Maybe a bit steep considering Geno Smith isn't super young, but you got to remember, Geno Smith doesn't have the wear and tear that other QBs have. He hasn't really played a whole lot. He played like 4 years and then kind of sat. So really think of him as like 29, maybe 30 here, which really isn't that old for a QB. We're getting a 1st round pick for him. Now that might be steep considering he does play like shit in this game, but I can't wait to see him win MVP on the Jets. That'll be super fun. Here is a look at the team going into year number 3 of the rebuild. Obviously not quite there yet. We're still only an 82. This is a hard team to rebuild, harder than I realized, because they are kind of paying not super good players a lot of money in classic Seahawks fashion. I mean, I don't know, but we'll see what Morris Goldman can do in his rookie year. Obviously a really good player. You have already seen that. Hopefully he can develop at least to like a 78 by the end of the year, maybe around there, depending on what his dev trait is. Obviously the receiving core looking nice. Metcalf, Lockett, A.T. Perry. The line is still suspect. The tackles are pretty bad, but I trust our interior. We're going to start Edens this year over Haynes, even though Haynes has been good. I just want to get a little younger on the line, at least at that position. And then defensively, we did add Bakersville. We added Leonard Williams. We added Malik Hooker, Rashawn Gary. We kind of overhauled this defense, and I definitely like how it's looking. Unfortunately, Tariq Woolen hasn't really developed a whole lot, only up to an 81, 82 with morale, but hopefully he can have a breakout year sooner rather than later. So yeah, we'll see how this team plays. I don't know how it's going to play because our defense has been doing pretty poorly. We do actually have an even better defense than offense now, which is interesting. But with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 3. Well, at the mid-season of year number 3, we are 2-5. Normally by this team, we're at least or more English. Normally by this point in rebuilds, we're at least at like an 86. Overall, we're an 82 here. I don't know why this team is so hard for me to rebuild, but it is. We have some re-signings here though. Jordan Brooks hasn't really developed a whole ton and he's not interested and he's not a scheme fit. Honestly, we might look elsewhere there, unfortunately. Bobby Wagner is already 34 and for some reason isn't interested, but okay. I can't really blame him with us being 2-5, but still. Draymond Jones, he's been fine. I mean, yeah, he was pretty good his first year here, solid last year, has been okay this year. We'll re-sign him. It's cheaper than what the Seahawks gave him in real life, and he's better here, so 3 years, 32.7 mil, he takes it. Nice. Now, I mean, Julian Love, I mean, these are all just kind of replaceable players, so I think almost everybody else here we are gonna let go. We might bring back Jordan Brooks, but we'll see. But with that, let's see how we can finish, and let's get to the end of year number 3. I don't know what it is with this team, but we just can't succeed. At the end of year number 3, we finished 6-11, getting beat 35-0 by the Vikings of all teams, who went 10-7. They weren't even that good of a team. Oh god, the top 3 passing leaders, PJ Walker in there, that's fun. But let's see how the team did. I am scared. I saw Jonathan Grenard up there with 20 sacks, that's cool. I think we need a new offensive playbook. Morris Goldman was horrible as a rookie, only 3,500 yards in 17 games, 26 touchdowns, and 15 picks. That was a bad year. Unfortunately, only star dev as well, and only up to a 75. So not great. Kenneth Walker with his best year so far, 1,200 yards, 4.5 per carry, 7 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns for Daniel Winston, our backup running back. Yeah, we need a new offensive playbook. Not even a 1,000-yard receiver with this receiving group. 965 and 6 for DK Metcalf. Only 778 yards and 6 touchdowns for Tyler Lockett. Just under 700 yards and 5 touchdowns for A.T. Perry. 650 yards and 4 touchdowns for Mr. Noah Fant. This year it was Charles Cross that did really poorly. Abe Lucas wasn't good either. Evan Brown was bad. Damian Lewis was meh. Carlos Edens wasn't very good as a rookie. So bad offensive line play too. Defensively, I do see some fun stuff here. 142 tackles for Bobby Wagner led the team. 123 for Jordan Brooks. Tackles for loss. 17 from Leonard Williams in his first year here. 13 from Rashawn Gary, also in his first year here. 11 for Denard Bakersville, also in his first year here. BJ Ojulari with 10, and then 10 for Draymond Jones. And then sacks were actually really good this year. 15 for Rashawn Gary, 9 for Draymond Jones, 7 for Leonard Williams, and 6 for Denard Bakersville as a rookie. Hopefully a defensive rookie of the year there, we'll see. I doubt our QB won offensive rookie of the year, but maybe a defensive. Hell, our QB might have won defensive rookie of the year with the amount of interceptions he threw. Good lord. But interceptions, 2 for Bobby Wagner, Jordan Brooks, and Trey Brown. He wasn't a starter. He played 300 snaps and got more interceptions than Tariq Woolen. That makes a whole lot of sense, Madden. Jamal Adams, Devin Witherspoon, and Tariq Woolen, each with only 1 interception. Not great, but the rest of our defense was very good. We were 32nd in offensive yards, unsurprisingly, and 5th in defensive. This is a very lopsided team. 32nd in points scored, and I'm guessing around 10th or 11th for 11th. Okay, I know this game too well at this point. It's kind of not fun. MVP goes to Rain Dakota Prescott. Is that his full name? I don't know. CJ Holloway, a rookie QB at number 4. So I think it's safe to say we did not win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Oh, that was one of the other QBs too, Rick Cruz. Okay. Offensive Player of the Year does not go to the white boy Cooper Kupp. He's at number 3. It goes to Deebo Samuel. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jadeveon Clowney on the Cardinals. Okay. Rashawn Gary at number 4. No other Seahawks. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to CJ Holloway. Morris Goldman at number 3. Daniel Winston, the backup running back, at 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dennis Youngblood of the Cowboys. Denard Bakersville all the way down at 4. I thought he had a chance, but apparently not. Oh, we have a Super Bowl rematch here in Super Bowl 59. I guess it's technically Super Bowl 60 here. The Eagles beat the Chiefs 22-7. That's a weird score. I feel like there are a lot of weird scores in the Super Bowl here. That's definitely one of them. I don't know if I've ever seen 22-7. I wonder if that's scoreagami. Because how do you get 22? Why do you randomly go for 2? Or maybe it was like just a shit ton of field goals? Like, no, I don't even know how you would get. I don't know. That's a weird Super Bowl score though. Maybe they whipped the Philly special out for a 2-point conversion. I don't know. In terms of re-signings though, I'm kind of scared to look. Well, no, I know what's here. I'm just worried that, honestly, I don't know what I'm worried about. These are all just kind of not super important players to us at this point, or just upgradable. So yeah, I think we're good here. Let's just get into the offseason with 58 mil to work with. That sounds like a good plan to me. I don't know about you. Just out of curiosity, do we have any cuts we could make? Probably not. Maybe Tyler Lockett, but I don't want to do him like that. I wish I didn't extend Evan Brown. I should have known he was gonna stop playing well once I extended him, but whatever. It's fine. He's not too expensive anyways. In free agency though, the top two players are Lions. That sucks for them, I guess. How does Penei Sewell play in this game? I think he's pretty bad for, well, I can't remember for sure. No, he's very good. Ooh, bad stat line there. Maybe we shouldn't sign him. Maybe that would be bad luck. Maybe we'll just never make the playoffs here. I don't know. We'll see. But the Cowboys are really interested in him. I mean, we'll try to get him. We'll go player friendly. That should tie us for the lead with the Cowboys, but I doubt we get him, honestly. But we might as well try. You know what I mean? In free agency, we're going to be going after some pretty decent players here. I mean, honestly, I don't know if we're going to get either of the top two guys, but at least we're trying. You know what I mean? Penei Sewell, we are only tied for the lead with the Cowboys. I do kind of expect him to go to the Cowboys, but he is fairly interested in us, so I don't know. I guess we'll just find out. Tyson Campbell, we don't have the lead for him. We're third, I guess tied for third with the 49ers. I really don't think we're going to get him because he's not interested at all, but we are going to at least try, and I don't expect to get him, so we're going to try to bring Shaquille Griffin back. I mean, I liked him in Seattle. I was kind of sad when they let him go, and then I saw what the Jags paid him, and then I was no longer sad. So he isn't too much here though. He's less than 9 mil. He's not crazy interested, surprisingly, but we'll see if we can get him back. And then Jamin Davis, just to be, I guess, our second middle linebacker, because we no longer have Bobby or Jordan Brooks. So we'll see. Actually, wait, is he more expensive than Jordan Brooks would be? He's about the same price. Maybe I should just go for Jordan Brooks. No, we'll switch it up. We'll see if we can get Jamin Davis. So let's see if we can get any of these four players. Honestly, I expect to get the bottom two guys, not the top two, but we'll see. So they all sign, and that's exactly what happened. We get Shaquille Griffin and we get Jamin Davis. We don't get the top two guys, which kind of sucked, but at least we had backup play. What? He went to the Jags? At that point, why didn't he sign with us? Whatever, man. Whatever. Here we have a fifth-year option for Charles Cross. I am not gonna pick this up. He's been pretty shitty, honestly. In real life, I probably would. His rookie year wasn't amazing or anything, but I do expect him to hopefully turn into a good player. But here, absolutely not. I think he had one decent year, and then the rest were kind of shit. So no thank you. But we'll probably re-sign him. We'll see. And actually, I do want to switch the offensive playbook. What's a good offense here? I can never remember the good one. I think the best ones are Bengals and Chiefs. Let me see. Wait, where are the Chiefs? The Chiefs offense wasn't as crazy as it usually is. Let's try out the Bengals, I guess. Definitely will be a lot better than the worst offense in the NFL like we are. I hope, at least. Maybe we'll be 33rd somehow. I don't know. Maybe we'll be worse than the best XFL offense. Who knows? All right, here the Texans have the #1 overall pick. The Patriots are up there like usual too, but we have the #6 overall pick. What are the Texans gonna do at #1? I did see a very good defensive tackle. Maybe they'll go with him. I don't know if they even need defensive tackle, but he looked really nice. Luke Griffin. There was also a really good looking QB. Yeah, Matthew Hyde. I definitely don't want to hide from him. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, he has like almost all A's across the board for his throwing stats. I mean, shit, maybe we move on from our QB already and take him with the 6th pick if he's there. I don't know. We'll see. But the Texans go with a receiver, Felix Toll. Okay, but let's just sim to our pick. What do I even want to do here? Is this top 5 thing a brand new glitch? It must be, because I've never seen it. This guy's really good finesse moves, but honestly, outside of that, he doesn't look that good. So I don't know if I want him. Darrell Levy, I don't want another power rusher. I don't know what to do here, man. Brian Pritchett is supposed to go top 5, but I see why he didn't. He doesn't look very good. Do we already move off of that QB and trade him for like a 1st round pick? The realism is slowly slipping away if I do that, but I don't know. This guy does look better. We're not gonna do it. We won't do that. However, ooh, this corner looks maybe good. Oh, no, he's slow. Okay, never mind. I think we'll just go Jaleel Vick, which is a good football player name. That definitely sounds like a football player name. He honestly doesn't look that good, but we're hoping his finesse moves can be really good, and we're hoping for a dev trade, of course, so now that I say that, he'll be normal dev. But he's 6'3", 249, only 21 years old, left-handed, just like me for real, out of Notre Dame. There are so many lefties in these classes, It's bizarre, but whatever, Madden. Ran a 4.65 at the combine, which is fine. You would hope for a bit faster for a speed rusher, but he does have 27 reps on the bench, which is solid. Good awareness, good pursuit, good finesse moves, maybe solid power moves. I mean, B, when you're comparing it to, you know, like off-ball linebackers, isn't super impressive. If he was like a defensive end with A, finesse moves and B, power moves, I would be like immediately yes, but it's a B compared to pass rushers and off-ball linebackers, so I don't know if it's actually going to be good. I don't even know if his finesse moves is going to be good, but we'll see. Let's take him. Hidden dev. Okay, thank you. 83 speed, 82 strength. Overall, looks like hopefully a good player. Wearing Shaquem Griffin's number, right? He was 49? I don't know. I think he was. I honestly don't think that guy will be a good overall. I think he'll be like a 72, 73, but hopefully we can turn him into a good player. And we actually, of course, do have another first round pick. What do we want to do with it though? None of the offensive linemen that are supposed to go high are scheme fits, so that's a bit unfortunate. Ooh, holy shit. This guy has no power, but Devin Shirley ran a 4.86 at the combine, 36 reps on the bench. This is a combine baller. 3 elite traits and 3 great traits. A, awareness, impact block, run block, finesse. B, lead block, pass block, finesse, run block. Just no power, but we don't run a power scheme anyway, so let's take him to be hopefully our new starting right tackle. He has normal dev, but maybe he'll be a decent player. We'll see. And I actually want to see, are there any of the good safeties left? There were a ton of like first round safeties. There are still quite a few left. The guy I was kind of looking at was Kevin Barnes, because he's only 21. He's 6 foot 202 out of Florida State. Is somewhat fast considering, you know, most Madden safeties are god-awfully slow. Doesn't have good man coverage, but has good zone play rec awareness, really good pursuit. Overall, there's nothing really about him that I dislike other than his man, but he probably won't be playing much man anyways. So let's take him. Kevin Barnes. Okay, he does have hidden. I honestly expected him to have normal, but be a decent overall. I am switching his number ASAP. You are not wearing Earl Thomas's. Well, I mean, maybe it'll manifest him into being a player like Earl Thomas. Maybe it's a good strat to keep it, because he'll be playing free safety for us. Maybe that's a strat. We'll see. Oh my god, a top 5 talent in the UDFA section. I hate this game. This guy actually looks good though. What the fuck? Oh my god. We need to take this guy eventually. That guy looks good. Like really good. JP Bush. Okay, Mr. President. Pop off, I guess. I don't know. This guy honestly looks really good too. Roderick Cohen. Really good play rec, tackle, good awareness. It's easy to find these like nose tackles late, as it is in real life, as I mean, nose tackle isn't the most important position. I mean, I think it's an underratedly important position, but most teams don't really view it as that if they don't get any pass rush. But I mean, this guy just looks like the best player available, so let's take him. Normal dev, but really good strength. I do expect him to be a decent overall. We'll see. Another draft down. Here is a look at how we did. I think I perfectly predicted Vic's overall. I might have said 73. I can't remember for sure, but yeah, he's about what I expected. The finesse moves isn't great, but it's fine. Okay speed, good excel, 69 block shed, nice. Overall, looking like a decent player. Devin Shirley is only a 73. He is not very good. I don't even know if I'm comfortable starting him over Abe Lucas. We'll see. I don't know, man. Kevin Barnes, though, is, I believe, the best player we've taken so far outside of the first draft. He's a 75 overall, 88 speed, 92 excel, really good zone coverage, solid hit power, good pursuit. Looks like a nice player. 69 awareness. Nice. Roderick Cohen is a 74. He's actually a really good player too. Just a pure run defender. 0 pass rush to his game. No speed, as we expected. Good tackle though. I mean, just a good run defender. I'm surprised he's even a 69 power rusher, which nice, but I don't think that's valid. And then I did take these 2 picks. Chris Moran isn't very good, and then JP Bush was a 69 outside linebacker. Again, for the millionth time now. Nice, but he went down to a 67 at middle linebacker because he's not a very good coverage player, so that's not very nice. Oh yeah, his zone coverage, his coverage is really terrible. Good lord. But overall, it was a pretty good value pick. And then the CPU took these 2 players. Oh, that's something. Here is a look at the team going into year number 4 of the rebuild. Is that I'm gonna lose count so bad. I think we're in year 4. I hope we're in year 4. I hope we don't do not enough years or too many years. corners. We'll see. But no real major changes here on offense for this offseason. We just added Shirley at right tackle. We might trade Abe Lucas, maybe at like the midseason or something. We'll find out. And then defensively, we did add a few good players. We added this Vic guy who I want to get some good playing time. Should I start him? BJ Ajulari hasn't done like anything so far, so we might. Same with this Barnes guy at free safety. I'm so bad with drafted player names. I can never remember them. And then the specialists here, I'll rearrange some of this shit, but this is honestly like the worst team I've ever had going into year 4. We're only in 83, but hopefully we can develop a little bit. So with that, let's get to the midseason point of year number 4. At the midseason point of year number 4, we're probably still not as good as we should be. We're 3-3. Oh god, do you see the leader in terms of passing? Geno Smith. That's great. I can't wait to see him win MVP. Who did we even trade him to? Was it the... Oh, it was the Jets, right? Oh my god. Well, Geno Smith, which I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. That's the team that drafted him, and now he's doing very well for them, because of course he is. Who would have seen that coming? Now, I do want to trade Abe Lucas away here. Of course, there are no good... I mean, these are good offers, like Paris Johnson for Abe Lucas. Literally just a better player. Why the fuck don't they just play Paris Johnson at right tackle? That is so stupid. Like, unbelievably stupid. Even for Madden. Holy fuck. But let's see. Who wants Mr. Abraham Lincoln? Ooh, probably the Commanders. Oh, well, they have Charles Leno. Okay. No, that's fine. They're both old. Let's see if we can get a second round pick out of them. I mean, I'd be fine with that. Okay, we get a second for Abe Lucas. I will definitely take that. I like him a lot in real life. He just kind of sucks here. But let's see. In terms of re-signings, who are we going to have here? Maybe like Tyler Lockett? We have 145 mil to work with. Oh, because it's literally all of our good players and none of them are interested. Oh god. Okay. DK Metcalf. We're going to have to go very player friendly. We're going to be so poor after this. It's 6 years, 25.7 mil, 154 mil in total. He takes it. Okay, good. Jamal Adams, I definitely want him back as well. We will go very player friendly. That's a lot of money. Holy shit. 6 years, 106 mil for him. Let's see if he takes it. He doesn't. Well, hopefully he's more interested by the end of the year. Kenneth Walker hasn't been that good for us so far, but no, he's still really cheap if we go very player friendly even. It's 7 years, which is fucking long, but it's only 63 mil. He takes it. Beautiful. Now, Tyler Lockett, he's not interested and he's old. So, I mean, he's my personal favorite player maybe ever, but, you know, I don't really see a reason to re-sign him here. We might tag him, maybe. We'll see. Tariq Woolen will go player friendly, 4 years, 34.4 mil. He takes it. And then Shaquille Griffin, we do need Charles Cross back. How have you been doing this year? Because I don't really see a reason. Yeah, I don't trust the 4 sacks. I know it's going to turn into like 13 again. We'll wait, honestly. Well, how expensive is he? He's really not that expensive. 3 years, 36.9 mil. If he takes this, which he won't, I'll re-sign him, but if not, then probably not. He doesn't. Okay, well then probably not. Michael Dixon, Big Dick Dixon, we will go player friendly, like 5 years. He takes it. Jason Myers is old and not that high of an overall here. I really think we're good letting everybody else here go. We might bring like Sky Moore back just to be like our 3rd receiver or something. He was just chilling in free agency. The Chiefs cut him for some reason, even though he's only 24 and a 78 overall, but whatever. So with that, let's get to the end of year number 4 and let's see how we can finish out. Almost halfway there. The fact that this is our best year so far, I believe, is kind of depressing, but we finish 8-9. Almost winning the division. I mean, the Rams went 9-8. If we could have just beat them once, which I'm guessing we probably got swept by them, knowing how this game works, even though we're definitely the better overall team, we would have been in the playoffs, which is an interesting thought. We were 22nd in terms of offense still, 17th for defense, 24th in points scored, 11th in points allowed. Morris Goldman was really bad, honestly, like really bad. 4,600 yards is good, but only 27 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. Maybe trading Geno and drafting him was an L, but Geno wasn't doing much better here. Kenneth Walker, 1,100 yards, 4.7 per carry, 14 touchdowns is really nice. Of course, Tyler Lockett was our leading receiver. Why wouldn't he be? Almost 1,300 yards and only 3 touchdowns for him, but still, almost 1,300 yards is good. 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns for DK Metcalf, 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns for A.T. Perry. Nice. Almost 650 yards and 8 touchdowns for Mr. Noah Fant. Blocking. Oh, fuck me, dude. 17 sacks allowed from from Devin Shirley as a rookie, 15 from Charles Cross, 7 from Damian Lewis, 4 from Luke Whippler, 1 from Carlos Edens. This is the most challenging rebuild I've ever done for sure. Not only my patience is getting tested, but my rebuild ability is getting tested. Well, not even really that, because I mean, we're building an okay team, but it's just not playing well at all. 143 tackles for Jamin Davis. Jamin your mom? I don't know. That's like I don't know. That was fourth. I'm sorry. 143 tackles for him. 109 for Devin Bush. 104 for Jaleel Vick. Did we switch to a 3-4 or not? Why is he getting so many tackles? 22 tackles for loss as a rookie for Jaleel Vick, though. Potential defensive rookie of the year, honestly. We'll see. Not many sacks for him, but a lot of tackles and tackles for loss. 18 for Rashawn Gary, 15 for Leonard Williams, 13 for Denard Bakersville, and then sacks 15.5 from Rashawn Gary, 13 from Denard Bakersville. He's been really good. Hopefully he can go up to superstar dev in the offseason. We'll see. Probably not though, but maybe. 8 for Leonard Williams, and then only 4 for Jaleel Vick as a rookie, but I do like the other stats he had. What's his dev trait? Only star, of course, because why wouldn't it be? Why would it be anything better? And then interceptions, 4 from Jamal Adams. I love the realism of this game. 3 for Tariq Woolen, 2 for Griffin, Barnes, and Bryant. Again, just our fourth corner coming in and getting 2 picks, and then 1 for Jamin Davis. How's the kicking? I never check this. Jason Myers was really good, of course, in a contract year. Michael Dixon, I don't know why the punt averages are so high in this game, but 55 yards per punt for him. Returning was okay, no kick return touchdowns though. I never checked that. I don't know why I did. I just felt like it. And then yearly awards, MVP goes to Mr. Joe Burrow. Jalen Hurts at number 2 on the Falcons, and then the Eagles' new QB at number 3. Stephen Caldwell. Isn't that the name of somebody? Isn't there somebody with that name? I don't know. Big shout out if your name is Stephen Caldwell though and you're listening, I guess. But apparently they replaced Russ. Baker back on the Panthers. Jimmy G on the... Okay, there's some weird shit happening here. Wow, this gets really weird with the bottom 4. Speaking of weird, Corey Davis wins Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC, but for the NFC, it goes to Saquon Barkley. No Seahawks. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Josh Allen. Rashawn Gary at number 4. Surprisingly, our defensive tackle wasn't up there. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Matthew Hyde of the Minnesota Vikings. No Seahawks. And Jaleel Vick does win Defensive Rookie of the Year. You love to see it. Kevin Barnes at number 7. I honestly thought he would do better, but apparently not. But we will definitely take Defensive Rookie of the Year. In the Super Bowl, the Commanders take down the Bengals 24-21. Who is the Commanders QB? I saw it, but I can't remember now. Who is it? Is it just Sam Howell or something? Oh no, they got Bryce Young. That's right, I forgot. This is a nice team though. I mean, Jonathan Allen, Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Bryce Young, Cam Curl, Brian Robinson up to an 88. That's not a bad team. I mean, ours might be better, honestly. Maybe not with their morale, but it's probably not too far off. I mean, it's the same overall. They're an 84, but they're winning the Super Bowl and we're not making the playoffs. So I don't know, man. We're better than most teams here. There are definitely some better than us. Just very frustrating. We do have some upgrades here. I'm guessing we're going to see Vic. Yeah, Jaleel Vick. 2 upgrades for him. Probably up to Superstar Dev. Plus 2 finesse and an ability slot. So yeah, he is up to Superstar. I think it's guaranteed a dev trait if you win Defensive Rookie of the Year. So yeah, up to a 76 with Superstar Dev. You love to see it. And for re-signings here, who do we want to bring back? We definitely don't want Charles Cross back, unfortunately. Jamal, I do want back, but he probably won't take this. Oh, he does. Okay. It was like 5 years, 18 mil a year, something. Tyler Lockett was very good, but he's not going to be interested in this, and I don't want to give him a 4-year deal. He'll literally be 37 by the time this is up. So we might try to re-sign him in free agency, but honestly, we could get younger there. It's unfortunate, but he is very old here. 33. It makes me feel old seeing these players this old. Shaquille Griffin, 31 at this point. Sky Moore, I mean, we'll definitely bring him back. We can go player friendly. It's 3 years, 14.7 mil. I'm cool with that. I don't know why the hell the Chiefs just cut him, but fair enough. We'll definitely take it. And I mean, yeah, outside of that, I think Shaquille Griffin was pretty good, right? We might try to bring him back. His pass deflections weren't very good. Did have 2 picks. We can get younger there. We'll be all right. But let's see what we can do in free agency. This is a like weirdly weak free agent class. There's nobody here. I mean, if we let our guys go, they would have literally been like the top 6 players in free agency, because it was what? Well, I guess we did let Tyler Lockett go, but it was like Jamal, it was DK, it was... Who else? It was Kenneth Walker. Like, we would have at least had had the top 3 guys in here. So I'm glad we didn't let him go, because we would have not been able to bring him back. But these are going to be the only moves we're going to go for in free agency. It's going to be Andrew Booth, John Mechie, and we're going to, hey, fuck it, we're going to bring Abe Lucas back, you know? We basically scammed the Commanders out of a second-round pick. I don't know why they didn't re-sign him. He honestly was decent. Well, he was only there for like half a year, and I checked and he allowed 6 sacks, so maybe he wasn't super good, but he was better than what we had, that's for sure. So let's see if we can get any of these 3 players. They all sign, and we get all 3. I kind of feel like Andrew Booth will be a Seahawk one day. I don't know why, I just have that feeling. Couldn't tell you why, but I do. Okay, Bakersville unfortunately didn't go up to Superstar Dev, but Devin Witherspoon did. And did Barnes already have Superstar Dev, or did he gain it? No, he gained it. Okay. I mean, he wasn't very high up there for Defensive Rookie of the Year. I don't know why he got it, but we'll take it. This offense is still so ugly. Our line is so bad. This is a fucking hard rebuild. I don't know if I'm just bad at drafting in this one, or if these draft classes just suck or what, but I feel like I can't draft at all here, and we're working with really high pick. I mean, this last draft was pretty good, but that's like the only one that's been good. Logan Pounds. God, I love that last name. Well, here we're gonna trade Evan Brown to the Bills for a 4th round pick. I feel like that's fine enough value for a starter. Maybe a bit too much, because he's not a very good starter, but he will start for them and plays pretty well here. Here we have a 5th year option for Devin Witherspoon. I'm not gonna pick this up. Here's why. He got Superstar Dev, so he's gonna develop quicker. I would rather pay him sooner rather than later, so we don't have to pay him when he's a better overall. So I think that's a good move for Madden. He hasn't been great here, so maybe that's a good move for real life too, but I don't know. Oh, we have another, it's gonna be Lucas Van Ness. We're definitely not picking that one up. He has not done anything for us. I would trade him away, but I would be scared that he would win Defensive Player of the Year if I do that, so we're not gonna do that. Maybe. I might. We'll see. Here in the draft, the Jaguars have the number 1 pick. Apparently, they somehow worked themselves back to poverty. I don't know what they did, but we have the number 15 overall pick. What do we want to do here? Also, I am realizing I am sorry to the person who asked me to show the draft, the best players from the drafts to see if there are any generational players. I would wager probably not. I don't know if I have ever seen a generational player in the classes. Maybe once. I don't know. I just don't get good luck with draft classes a lot of the time for some reason. The left tackle I wanted is gone. Is the right tackle? Ooh, the right tackle is still there. Okay, I might go with he's weak. I can't tell if this guy is good or not. Honestly, this guy might be just as good down here. Alex Bradham. Oh, never mind. He's really weak. I just feel like he's not going to be that good of an overall. And there are some really good looking players available. This guy is not one of them apparently. Speed rusher with D finesse moves. I think I'm good. That hybrid safety down there, Artie Howard, looks good. I think we're just gonna go with James Milstead, honestly. He's not super weak, but I just feel like if they don't have like 35 plus reps, they're not gonna be good. He has okay speed. His attributes look good, but his run blocking isn't all there, and his lead block isn't that good. Fuck it, let's just take him. Hidden dev, only 84 strength, but good speed. He'll probably be a good player. I hope. It'll be hard for him to allow more sacks than Charles Cross did last year, but honestly, he'll probably find a way. It's probably gonna happen. God, the receivers suck dick and balls this year. Both of them. Oh, what the fuck? Is this Kalijah Cansey or something? Greg Kennedy. He's 6'3", 303, 23 years old, out of Wisconsin. Ignore the train going by if you could hear that, but he ran a fucking 4.68, 36 reps on the bench. We don't really need a defensive tackle anymore, but holy fuck. Why is this guy still available? He was supposed to go round 1. He's gonna have normal dev. I could almost guarantee. Well, yeah, he probably will. That's probably why he's falling, but let's take him. The hell? Yeah, hidden dev, 81 speed, 89 strength. We'll have to see what his finesse moves is, but oh my god. I was just saying we can't find generational players, but I don't think he's gonna be that high of an overall, but maybe like a 75. We'll see. Walter, put your dick away, Walter. I'm not having sex with you right now, Walter. I would go with a linebacker here, but honestly, the rest of them in the class kind of look like dog shit. Carlos Harbor might be good, but he's listed as a run stopper, and he doesn't look like a good run stopper, so he's probably not a good player. I mean, with the last pick here, I really don't know what to do, so we might just go Antoine Ross. Ran a 4.42 at the combine, which is good. 20 reps on the bench. First in vertical jump with 39.5 inches, which relatable. 10 foot 7 inch broad broad jump. He has really good press, is solid in zone. I mean, this guy looks pretty good. Let's take him. Normal dev, but we'll see what his overall is. He could be a pretty good player. Wearing number 44 at corner. No, thank you. All right, that was a disappointing draft. What the fuck? So James Milstead is honestly a little better than I even thought he would be. I mean, he's not. He's like 1 overall better than I thought he would be. He's a 73. I thought he would be like a 72. 69 run block power. I don't even have to say it, and I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm gonna say. Not super strong, just looks well-rounded outside of his run blocking, which his base run blocking isn't even that bad at a 74, but his finesse and power for run blocking aren't all that good. Just a pure pass blocker. I don't know how comfortable I am with him starting at left tackle, but we'll see what happens. We'll find out. Greg Kennedy is very disappointing. He's only a 72 overall. I thought he would be like at least a 75. Apparently speed doesn't mean much at defensive tackle. Shocker, I know. But yeah, just not good block shedding, horrible power moves, not good awareness. That sucks, but it is what it is. What is he if we move him out to defensive end? I probably won't because he won't be a scheme fit anymore, but does he go up out of curiosity? Well, I accidentally revealed his dev trait. No, he goes down. Okay, so that wasn't a very good pick. We could have actually drafted a starter there, maybe. Antoine Ross is only a 68, and then this pick that I didn't even record, James Farley. Always look for slot receivers if you want like a good player, because they always have really good catching and catch in traffic. I don't know why he has so much morale towards his catching and catch in traffic, but then reduced morale for medium route, deep route, spec catch. I don't know, but he looks like a good receiver. Will be like our 5th receiver, but he's a good one. And then outside of that, I mean, we really didn't get anything else. I did take the rest of these picks. Ooh, Chris Phelps went way down at outside linebacker. He was a 63 defensive end. Not that that matters that much, but yeah, that's a disappointing draft. And actually, I almost forgot. I want to see, were there any generational players or anyone even close? No, the best player was literally a 77 overall. These draft classes have been dog shit for me. I don't know why. Trevor Graham does look good, the best player in the class, but 77 is really low. The number 1 overall pick was a 72 overall out of Washington State. Let's go. And then the number 2 overall pick was from North Dakota State. Weird top colleges, Oklahoma State, and then Rice. What the fuck? I love this game, Smile. It's so well made. Here we have a training camp standout. It's not loading in for some. Okay, there we go. Denard Bakersville. Ooh. I mean, we'll keep making him a scheme fit. We'll go stopping the run. +5 block shed. You love to see it. Hello? What the fuck? Game? I'm stuck on the side screen, and whenever I scroll, it highlights DK Met. What the fuck? Oh, because he has double me, but why am I stuck here? That was probably just me doing something I didn't know you could do in the game, because I'm stupid. But here is a look at the team going into year number 5 of the rebuild. The halfway point, if you will. We're looking okay. We're hoping for an actual decent year from Morris Goldman. I still can't wrap my mind around the fact that his name is fucking Morris. Did he go down in speed? Didn't he have 90 speed, or am I crazy? Why the fuck did he lose speed? Bruh. Alright, well, either way, hopefully he can have a breakout year this year. My voice is going out. That doesn't feel great. But, of course, no more Tyler Lockett here, unfortunately. DK Metcalf is our last remnant of Seattle in the receiving core. Really, we're kind of losing all Seahawks players. I mean, we have Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, Noah Fant, and Damian Lewis, and that's it. Oh, and I guess Abraham Lucas, but he's a backup now because he plays like shit. And then defensively, I think we literally don't have any. No, we have 2 Seahawks. We have, well, 3 or 4. No, we actually do have a few. We have 4. We have Jamal Adams, Tariq Woolen, Draymond Jones, and Devin Bush. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that Devin Bush and Draymond Jones are actually Seahawks. But hopefully we can get some good play here. I don't think we're actually playing any rookies except the left tackle, Milstead, which he's going to be awful this year. I already know it. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully Vic Barnes and Witherspoon can develop a lot with their superstar development traits. And with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 5. At the mid-season point of year number 5, we are sitting at 4-3. I think this is the best we've done so far. I can't remember year 1 for sure. I think we were 4-3 in year 1 too, and then we finished like 7-10 or something like that. I don't know. But we have a breakout QB scenario. This would be massive to hit. I can guarantee we will not, but it would be massive to hit. So Morris Goldman, throw 1 or fewer interceptions and have 350 total yards or 4 total touchdowns. So probably not going to happen, in other words, but we will try our best. However, I don't know, because we're coming off of a 52-27 win against Denver, so we'll see. But in terms of resigning signings here. Who are we even gonna have is the question. Oh, Devin Witherspoon, Jamin Davis, BJ Ojulari, A.T. Perry. So all of our rookies. I definitely want Devin Witherspoon back. We'll go neutral. It's 4 years, a little under 30 mil. He takes it. That's really cheap, so I'm happy with that. Jamin Davis, how has he been so far? He's been pretty decent, right? Yeah, good amount of tackles. He's been pretty good. We'll re-sign him. We'll go player friendly. 4 years, 20.8. He takes it. A.T. Perry isn't super interested, and honestly, he hasn't really developed as much as I was hoping for. So we'll see. BJ Ojulari hasn't really done much for us at all here. It's just a lot of depth players back here. So I think with that, let's see if we can hit the breakout for Morris Goldberg, and then we'll get to the end of year number 5. I'm guessing we're gonna lose to the Cowboys. That's my guess. Holy shit. It seems Madden's weird. If you simulate a lot of games and then do one game, that was a poor way to phrase that. If you simulate one game at a time, for example, like to the mid-season point, you just go one game by one game by one game, and then you sim out the rest of the year, it seems like you'll do horribly to finish the year. And then if you simulate the entire like first half of the year and then try to simulate game by game, you also do horribly. I don't know why. I'm not even gonna click the QB. Well, I'll click it. It doesn't do anything negative if I click it, but clearly did not hit that. Yeah, no, obviously didn't hit it. We scored fucking 10 points against a worse team. Super cool. Maybe this division is just cursed. I don't know. We finished 6 in fucking 11. The best team was the 49ers at 8 and 9. They won the division with a losing record. That's super cool. I'm not gonna complain too much yet, although I kind of am. I'm not gonna go back in and check the team overalls again, even though I'm sure we're better than most teams in the league. I think we might switch QBs. God, our defense was horrible this year. I hate the inconsistency in this game. It sucked. We were the worst defense in the league. What the fuck? Well, Morris Goldman wasn't very good. 4,500 yards is fine. 31 touchdowns is fine, but 14 interceptions and 63% completion percentage isn't super great. Kenneth Walker with just over 1,000 yards, 4.5 per carry, 17 touchdowns is pretty good. Of course, A.T. Perry would be our leading receiver in his last year here. Why wouldn't he be? 1,200 yards for him and 10 touchdowns, 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns from DK Metcalf, 800 yards and 5 touchdowns for John Mechie, almost 800 yards and 3 touchdowns for Noah Fant. Yeah, that's about what I expected from the offensive line. However, Carlos Eden joins the all-castration team. Washington State legend, even though he's not a real player, but still we can call him that here. It's weird how we can have someone allowing 0 sacks on this offensive line and then someone allowing fucking 18. That's great. Defensively, Jamin Davis led the team with 139 tackles, 118 for Devin Bush. Tackles for loss, 11 from Leonard Williams, 9 from Rashawn Gary, 9 from Denard Bakersville, and then a big down year in terms of sacks, only 9 from Rashawn Gary, 7.5 from Denard Bakersville, 4 from Greg Kennedy as a rookie. That's interesting. Only 3 from Leonard Williams, and only 2.5 from Jaleel Vick. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. 2 interceptions for Andrew Booth led the team, and then 1 from a lot of players. I love how Jaleel Vick had almost as many interceptions as sacks as a fucking pass rusher. This game is super well made. Speaking of this game being well made, Dak Prescott wins MVP. Get the fuck out of here. Geno Smith, after being horrible here, gets 5th for MVP. Daniel Jones on the Raiders up there. I'm sick of this game. This game is so dog shit. CeeDee Lamb wins Offensive Player of the Year. Van Jefferson, of all players, at number 2, which I think he's a good player, but I don't know what happened to the white boy Cooper Kupp. I'm still pissed that the Seahawks didn't draft him. I was screaming at them to draft him. Instead, they took Nazir Jones, is that who? I don't know. They took some fucking player who didn't work out. I hate Seattle. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Micah Parsons. DeMarcus Lawrence at number 2. The Cowboys are dominating the awards out here, even though they're an 81 overall and went 9 and 8. Okay. Garrett Williams on the Lions. That's fun. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to DeMontre McFadden. Now, that's a football player name. You damn near have Madden in your last name. You do have it in your last name. No Seahawks up there. And Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Cam Cole. Sounds like a gay porn star name. I don't know why I'm so judgmental of people's names, but I am. Greg Kennedy at number 10. Disappointing year, but I'm not surprised. Only in Madden. The Jaguars go from having the fucking number 1 overall pick to winning the Super Bowl within the same year. Alright, they beat the 49ers 35-23. That's an EA moment right there. Will we make the playoffs in this video? Stay tuned to find out. My guess is maybe, and then we'll get destroyed destroyed by a worse team. That's my guess. We'll make it in like year 8 and then lose to like the 81 overall Washington Commanders. If I somehow get that right, I'm a god. A.T. Perry did have a very good year last year. If he takes he's so cheap. We'll offer him very player friendly. It's 5 years, 33 mil. He takes it. BJ Ojulari hasn't done like fucking anything here. I mean, we didn't give him a whole ton of a chance. Maybe I should have. He was pretty not, well, no. We gave him 2 years and he only totaled 6 sacks. He did get a good amount of tackles for loss, but that's not what we're bringing him in to do. We're bringing him in to get sacks, so no thank you. Lucas Van Ness, same deal, unfortunately, did not work out. He had 3 total sacks in 2 years. No thanks. Elijah Mitchell could be a kind of fun second back. We'll re-sign him. He's really cheap. 3 years, 11.7 mil. He takes it. Cameron Dicker, I hardly even know her. Dicker the kicker, 4 years, 17 mil. Let's go. Maybe he'll be our saving grace. Probably not, but maybe. Luke Whippler, meh, no thanks. Tyler Steen, meh. Nate, I mean, who the fuck? Yeah, I think we're good. Let's get into the offseason. Trimmed some of the fat there. Hopefully we can make some big upgrades here. I can't wait for an 83 overall to be the best player available. Oh, shut up and take my money. That only ties us for the lead. We need Jair. We need something, to be honest. We just need something. Peter Skoronsky, too. I wonder how he's been doing. And John Franklin Myers. We could really upgrade the team here. Devon A-Chain here. Elijah Rick. We'll see what we can do. Here is what we're going to be trying to do in free agency. The first move is going to be Jair Alexander. Now, he's not interested, so this offer is literally $33 million per year to get the #1 spot for him. He'll probably fucking sign with either the Jets or the Jags, honestly, but at least we're trying to do something, you know what I mean? The next move is going to be hopefully to get John Franklin Myers. I can almost guarantee he'll go to the Cowboys or maybe like the Rams or the Jags or something. I don't know. I'm turning very pessimistic about this rebuild. I'm sorry. Anton Harrison is going to be probably the only player here we're going to get. He's not interested either, but he played okay at tackle for whatever team he was on. I can't remember what it said. And playing okay at tackle is a massive upgrade to whatever the fuck we've been dealing with. So let's see if we can get any of these 3. Probably not, but at least we tried. We get on Anton Harrison and that's it. Of course, bruh. Yep, he goes to the Jack. Oh my god. I literally called it. That's super cool. Darius Slade, you want to come in on a 1 year? Probably not. I wouldn't blame you. Oh, of course the Jag. What the fuck are the Jags cooking? How much money do they have? They've been stealing like every free agent from us. Were they the team in like Madden 18 that would massively overpay for free? No, I think that was the Dolphins and the name redacteds, aka the Commanders, who were not the Commanders at the time. Here we're going to be trading Shirley to the Eagles for a 3rd round pick. He has allowed 33 sacks in the last 2 years. No thank you. Goodbye and go fuck yourself. Have fun winning MVP as an offensive tackle, I'm sure. It'll somehow happen because we traded him away. I can't wait to sign him in free agency after the Eagles let him go. Just like Abe Lucas. You're funny as shit. Hell no. Morris Goldman, we are not picking up that 5th year option. Also, I don't know why I gained like a southern accent there. I was like, that's funny as shit. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Maybe I'm going crazy from playing this game for too long. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like the Texans have had the #1 overall pick literally every year, so at least we're not the Texans, but we have had a top 10 pick, I think, every year. I think we picked at like 15 last year, so not quite top 10, but close. But we have the #9 overall pick. I have no idea what I want to do here. We could go with this QB, because I mean, our guy has been playing fucking terribly. Ugh. Well, I don't know. Some of his stats are really good. Some are really not good. He has elite throw power. Is there anybody else here that could end up being really good for us? Because if not, that could be the pick. That guy could be the pick. We'll see. Oh, I don't know enough about this guy, but he looks pretty good. Okay, well, let's draft our millionth pass rusher of this video, and hopefully this guy can be decent. Even decent. That's what we're hoping for. Just more than like 4 fucking sacks. Eric Richardson. He's 6'5", 241, 22 years old, out of Washington. So staying in Seattle, ran a 4.57 at the combine. Elite acceleration, 24 reps on the bench. You love to see that. I wish the awareness was an A. I would trust him a little more, but let's take him. I didn't mean to press A, and he has normal dev. All right, well, sucks to suck, I guess. I'm sure that QB is going to be generational, X Factor, 80 overall. It'll be fun to see. I will scream and cry. Oh, this guy looks really good, and then you see his combine, and it's like, no thanks. Fucking Orlando Brown Jr. type beat out here. Oh, Wade Weiner. That is the greatest name of all time. He doesn't look good. I don't care. We are taking Wade Weiner. Holy shit, let's go. Normal dev, I don't give a fuck. He can be a 50 overall. We are taking Wade Weiner. I'm just throwing at this point. I mean, we don't even have anything to do in the draft, really. We're just going to be taking depth because we have decent players. Let's go, Wade Weiner. I could say that name all day. I love to wade my wiener in your fucking mother. Let's go. Really, I don't know what else to do here. I mean, are there any good receivers? Probably not, but maybe. We don't really need to draft another receiver at this point unless we're getting some kind of just monstrous player. Yeah, top 5 talent with F deep route running. This game blows, dude. Top 5 talent with F deep route running and release. Okay. Ugh. I don't really know what to do here anymore. I think we've taken all the decent looking players. I mean, one of these defensive tackles are probably decent, but we have so many defense tackles. That's the problem. This guy's good, but we don't need him. He's not good, actually. All right, yeah, I don't know what else to do here. I might just simulate the draft out. You know, honestly, our first 2 picks weren't too bad. Both of them had dev trait, or both of them didn't have dev traits, but Eric Richardson is a 75 overall, good speed, really good acceleration, good finesse moves, not too bad of strength, wearing 28, which is weird. Why would you? I don't know, dude. I understand the new number rule, which isn't that new anymore. It's a few years old, but it's still cursed to me letting any player wear pretty much any number. It's weird to me. I don't know. Wade Weiner's actually a decent player too. He's a 74. I don't know if we're gonna start him, but our tackle play has been pretty terrible. I don't know, man. Probably not. We already have, I mean, we have 4 starting caliber tackles. Weiner, Lucas, fucking Anton Harrison, and then the other tackle we drafted last year who allowed fucking 18 sacks. But none of them play well literally at all, so I don't know. Abe Lucas might be the best performing out of any of those guys, so I'm glad we at least got him back. And then the CPU did absolutely nothing. I did take this QB because he was interesting. He had like a lot of A's and B's, but he was listed as a scrambler and had a 4.89 speed, so I was like, nope, that's a big red flag, but I took him anyways, and he isn't good. So who would have guessed? Not the greatest draft class ever, but not terrible. There was actually almost an 80 overall player in this class, Tobias Franklin of the Denver Broncos. He's a tight end wearing number 40. Again, 91 speed, 77 short route, 85 back catch. Holy shit. I mean, he's not going to develop literally at all because tight ends don't develop in this game unless you have their sliders absolutely cranked. Like I cranked here. Oh my god, he has X Factor. Like I cranked to your mother is what I was going to say. Also, I'm sorry for the keyboard clicking. My headphones suck and need to be charged every 5 seconds, and I charge them with the same fucking cord I use my controller with, so now I'm just using my loud ass keyboard. So little fourth wall break there, but yeah, sorry if you hear that, I guess. Wait, that's not right. Russell Wilson, Cooper Kupp, and DeAndre Hopkins it hasn't been 5 years since they've retired here. How are they eligible? Or are those just recent retirements that are gonna be in? I have no idea. That's weird. Here we are at the start of year number 6, and we're actually starting to resemble a decent team. We're up to an 85 overall. Hopefully Morris Goldman can actually play decently well sooner rather than later, or we're just gonna move on from him, honestly. I mean, why put up with a shitty QB when we can just try again and try to find an actually decent QB? I mean, I'm sure he'll win MVP on whatever team we trade him to, but still. The offensive line is looking a bit better this year. We're playing Weiner at right guard. I love playing with Wieners. And we're gonna play Edens at center because I couldn't find a good center in the draft. There was also just a random superstar development player sitting in free agency, Dalton Stark. Oh, he has 99 speed. Oh, okay then. I kind of want to get him playing time, but I have no idea where to get him playing time at. So, I don't know. And then defensively, this is how we're looking. We have Bakersville up to an 87 with morale. You love to see that. I don't know how he hasn't gotten a dev trait yet, but whatever. We did pick up Ernest Jones, also just chilling in free agency. He's going to be our number 2 linebacker. We have Barnes up to an 81. Hopefully some of our players can develop a bit more here. We're going to need to get a replacement for Leonard Williams eventually. That might be this offseason, so we'll see. Here is a look at the specialists. We're going to be starting Richardson at rush, and I wonder if I should just straight up start him. It's weird to start a fucking normal dev player over a superstar dev player, but the superstar dev player has not been doing well. So he'll just be like the backup at both outside linebacker positions, and then we will put Richardson as the starting right outside linebacker. But with that, I think we are ready to get to the midseason point of year number 6. I think this team is cursed. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, man. Goldman isn't even doing that bad this year, but honestly, I don't know. Walker's doing all right. Mechie's doing well. How's the blocking? There's one of our problems. Okay, we're gonna be benching Abe Lucas, that is for sure. Wiener's doing pretty bad at right guard too, and it looks like we are getting no pressure this year. Yep, that'll do it. We are getting a decent amount of interceptions, but like I said, the inconsistency in this game is kind of crazy. Is it time? Do I give up on him? I think it might be time. Oh, that's a lot closer than I thought it would be. Good lord. Here we're gonna be trading the old man, Morris Goldman, for a 1, 2, and a 3 from the Panthers. It was time. He has not been good literally for any stretch of time here. So I think it's time to just move on and try to find a better QB through the draft. We're just getting rid of all of our dog shit players. We're going to be trading Abe Lucas once again for a 4th round pick here from the 49ers. Interdivision trade, but we're screwing our division rivals. So I think it's valid. All right, we're going to be sending Leonard Williams back to the Jets here. We're going to be stealing a 2nd round pick from them. We've been doing a lot of trading to the Jets. I don't know why. It didn't work out last time. We'll see if it works out this time. Can't wait for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. For re-signings, though, we do have Bakersville here. We're gonna go player friendly for sure. He's not that expensive. 4 years, 48.8 mil. I'm cool with that. He takes it. He's been really good so far. Not so much last year, but every other year he's been really good. Draymond Jones. I don't remember how he's been doing lately, and he is pretty expensive here. Oh, he's been terrible lately. It looks like he hasn't been playing nearly as much. But either way, he hasn't been good, so I think we're about to trade him too. Damian Lewis has been good for every year except this year. Well, 2025 wasn't very good for him. Do we bring him back? He's interested-ish. Oh, he's really cheap. We'll go 3 years, 14.4. He takes it. Devin Bush also might trade him. We're just going to be trading everybody away. Carlos Edens, definitely want to re-sign him when we can. And let's re-sign Dalton Starks, the superstar dev receiver, just to be like our 6th receiver. Theo Darby, another solid player I picked up just chilling in free agent. Okay, well, fuck you then. I guess we won't be bringing him back. Alexander Stewart, another decent player I picked up just chilling in free agency. So let's see. Let's cook up a trade for those 2 players. Here we're going to be trading him back to the Broncos for a 2nd round pick. I feel like that's fair value, I guess. I mean, he just hasn't been playing here for some reason. We've been playing other people. I don't know why, but we have. So we're picking up a 2nd round pick from Denver for Draymond Jones. I guess getting rid of him and Leonard Williams does give us an opportunity to play that athletic freak. We'll see. We definitely do have solid depth players there, though. Like Kennedy, Cohen, we're fine for now. And this is like the millionth trade of this this season. It's not even the offseason. We're going to be trading Devin Bush to the Saints for a 3rd round pick. I wish it was 1 pick better. I wish it was pick 69, but we'll see what it finishes up. Finishes up as, that wasn't English, whatever. Well, tied for our 2nd best finishes after we trade our quarterback away. That's super fun and realistic. I love this game. We finished 7 and 10. Kevin Devine was pretty divine, I'm not gonna lie. 3,100 yards, 23 touchdowns, only 9 picks. Hell of a lot better than who we were playing. I don't think he'll win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but he'll be up there, so that would be kind of crazy if he did. Kenneth Walker, 1,100 yards, almost 1,200, 4.7 per carry, 17 touchdowns. Good lord. Oh, John Mechie with 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns. I don't know if he'll quite win Offensive Player of the Year, but he'll be up there for sure, just like our QB. 1,400 yards and 6 touchdowns for DK Metcalf as well. And then A.T. Perry just 1 yard away from 800 with 4 touchdowns. Noah Fant, almost 800 yards and 6 touchdowns. Blocking, Anton Harrison was awful. 18 sacks allowed. Damian Lewis was also pretty terrible. Literally none of our linemen were good except James Milstead. He was actually really good at right tackle, only allowing 4 sacks. Now it was like a little over half the year, but still, that's like the best single offensive line performance we've gotten except Carlos Edens last year, or the year before. Was it last year? I don't know. Ernest Jones leads the team in tackles with 117, 115 for Jamin Davis. Tackles for loss, 19 from Eric Richardson as a rookie, 14 for Rashawn Gary, and and Denard Bakersville, and 12 for Greg Kennedy. English is hard, apparently. 8.5 sacks for Rashawn Gary led the team. I don't know what happened to our defense, but for the last like 3 years, it's been dog shit after being very good. 6.5 for Denard Bakersville. He's really falling off. 4.5 for Eric Richardson as a rookie, which isn't that good, but it's better than what we've been experiencing. So we'll take it. 4 interceptions for Devin Witherspoon leads the team. Why does he have a U in it? Wait, does he have a U in his last name? Am I stupid? No, I don't know why it's spelled with a U. It's probably just some stupid Madden censoring thing. I don't know. 2 interceptions for Jamal Adams, and then 1 for Rashawn Gary, and then a number of players. Tariq Woolen's been kind of disappointing throughout this rebuild. Hasn't really gotten even close to how many interceptions he had in his actual rookie year. I guess he had 4 in his rookie year in Madden, but had 6 in real life. So I don't know, man. It is what it is. We were 5th in terms of offensive yards. That's surprising. 20th in defense. What happened to our defense? It got better and then started playing worse. We were 16th in terms of points scored, which isn't great. 30th in points allowed. We might need to switch the defensive playbook again. Joe Burrow wins MVP. Of course, Geno Smith is at number 3, because why the fuck wouldn't he be? Offensive player of the year goes to Saquon Barkley. John Mechie all the way down at 5? He wasn't even the highest receiver. I want to see what Chris Godwin did. We're going to check that. Hunter Renfrow on the Cowboys. That's interesting. I guess their new Cole Beasley? I don't know. Just a white slot receiver. Defensive player of the year goes to DeMarcus Lawrence. No Seahawks. Offensive rookie of the year goes to Kevin Devine. Is he the QB of the future? Is he going to be our guy? Depending on what he goes up to, he legitimately could be. We miss out on defensive rookie of the year. Greg Tyson of the Vikings wins it. Eric Richardson at number 2. No other Seahawks. I do want to see, what did Chris Godwin do? Oh, okay, that's valid. Almost 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns. Yeah, they had 3 1,000-yard receivers. Good lord. Okay, well, we have the Super Bowl of poorly run organizations here. It's the Commanders beating not the Seahawks, the Raiders 27-24. Interesting one. Kevin Devine honestly didn't develop that much. Only gained 2 overall. Probably only up to star dev. Yeah, we might rock with him for another year, but if there's a really good looking QB in the draft that we can get, I might have to do that. We'll see. We will see though. This shit's taken a long time to simulate. I don't know why. I just restarted it too. In terms of re-signings though, I don't want to bring back anybody. We'll bring Carlos Edens back, but he was pretty bad at center. 3 years, 19.5 mil. That's good enough for me. He takes it. And I do want to bring back Will Foster because I saw something interesting about him. We'll go player friendly. 3 years, 7.2 mil. I'll show you what that is in a second. Everyone else here, I mean, they're either not interested or not that interesting. I guess we can bring Peter Ellison back. League altering move there for sure. Ernest Jones, we might be able to upgrade there. Theo Darby re-signs the depth corner. Yeah, I think everyone else we can let go. And the thing that I thought was interesting is that Will Foster's a 76 speed rusher. I doubt he turns into anything, but at the very least, that's a good depth player to have. He was just some random middle linebacker I picked up in free agency. But speaking of free agency, who is going to be available? Not a lot. Well, Shaquem Leonard. Yo, let's get Shaquille Leonard too, and then we can have fucking the new Shaquille and Shaquem Griffin. I don't know. Sounds like a plan to me. All right, here is what we're going to try to do in free agency. We're going to go after Kenny Clark, Rondale Moore, Shaquem Leonard, Dwayne Weber, and Solomon Groves. A defensive tackle, receiver, corner, center, and safety. Obviously, you know, we traded our two of our defensive linemen away last year. We haven't really had a really good second receiver outside of, since Tyler Lockett. Shaquem Leonard is an X factor, so I want to try and bring that in. Dwayne Weber, if I bring him in, I would move the guy whose name I can't remember, our current center, back to right guard. I would move Wiener to tackle, and then, I don't know, I would figure something out there. And then Solomon Groves, we're going to try to bring him in to be kind of a depth safety. I might have a plan for him. I'm not going to say in case it doesn't work out, but we'll see. But we have the lead for all of these players. I guess we're tied for Weber, so we probably won't get him. But let's see if any of these players sign. They all sign, and we get all of them except Weber, so I am very much okay with that. We really don't have a need for Andrew Booth Jr. anymore, so we're going going to be trading him to the Steelers for a second-round pick. All I did was I checked our corner stats last year. I just combined interceptions and pass deflections and who got the highest amount of those and who allowed the least catches, and by that metric, Andrew Booth was the worst, so he's out of here. Goodbye, bozo. Rest in piss. Here in the draft, the Cardinals have the #1 overall pick. What are they gonna do? Stephen Peck, a receiver. He actually looked really good, keeping up with the theme of drafting Washington and Washington State players for the Cardinals there. But we actually have the 11th and 14th overall pick. I actually didn't even check how our former quarterback did. There are some really good looking quarterbacks here though, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm also scared to take one because our guy last year was actually good and I don't want to draft somebody just for them to play worse. Damn. I don't know. I wish it wouldn't say top 5 for literally everybody. I would like to know who the best quarterback is there, but whatever, Madden. Whew, these receivers look really good too. Holy shit. Oh, he's slow. Still looks pretty good though. Do I just go with a QB? Do I do it? Let's do it. Who are we gonna go with though? I really like Mark Schmidt, but he is already 23 and isn't a scheme fit. We would have to switch our scheme away. Tom Fargas also looks really good. He doesn't have very good break sack. He doesn't look quite as good as the other QB, honestly. And then Casey Alexander is the third guy, but he just, he doesn't look that. Oh, he has elite throw power, but he doesn't have good, no, he doesn't look good. He's good throw power, but that's about it. And then Chris Campbell. Oh, this guy looks really similar to the last guy we took, and that didn't work out for us. Do I take Campbell? I don't. I'm checking traits for these QBs, their player note. We'll take calculated. I mean, all that guy's notes are positive. Schmidt's are not. Schmidt's, some of his are negative. His aren't great. I almost don't even want to go QB yet. Let's go Taj Hilton. Really weak, but other than that, had a good combine. Overall, his attributes look ridiculous. Really good pass blocker. I'm just procrastinating. I'm just stalling. I don't want to take that guy. Taj Hilton has hidden dev, but 81 strength might be decent. We've taken like a million linemen. None of them have worked out. We'll see what we can get from him. He might not even play, honestly. And then we obviously have this pick right here. Did anyone take one of the other QBs? I hope so. No. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go Chris Campbell. He's 5'11", 206. Kind of Russell Wilson-esque in a sense. I think Russell Wilson's 40 time was about a 4.52. The difference is this guy isn't very accurate and doesn't have very good throw on the run. I don't have a good feeling about this, but let's take him. Normal dev. I knew it. Well, we're gonna have a QB controversy going into this year, that's for sure. What else do we even need? I feel like we've drafted like every need we could possibly fucking find. Receiver, we're like 6 deep there. We can take a second tight end if I want to. Running back, a third running back, all pass. Edge, none of them have worked out, but we've taken like a million. We have good safety depth. We have good corner depth. We have good defensive line depth. Fuck it. Second tight end, sure. Tommy Hall looks good, really fast. Medium route running is an A. This guy looks good. I can't wait for him to have normal dev and be like 68 overall. Okay, he has hidden. Yeah, I think he's a really good player. I guess you can really never have too many linemen unless they're all playing like shit, which then you can, but oh, this guy looks bad. Fuck him. Ew. Grant Ewing, welcome to the team. Hidden dev, 69 speed, nice. This game really wears on the soul. let me tell you that. That's a bit dramatic, but I feel like it's valid. Cameron Lambert sounds like a fucking 2000s child actor. Looks really good. Can't wait for him to be a 72 overall normal dev. He has hidden. Okay, I just need to be really pessimistic and these players will be good. He's never gonna play, more than likely, but he's on the team. Ugh. And with the last pick, why don't we go for a power guy? Is there a good power guy here? Not really. Nah, fuck it. Let's go. Was Blair North the guy I was gonna go with? Yeah, sure. Looks okay. Normal dev, maybe a good overall. I don't know. I'm in a maintain. Get me out of here. Here is a recap of the draft. It was honestly pretty good. Better than I thought it would be. Taj Hilton is a 75 overall. He might start this year, which is a bit depressing, but I mean, we're just not getting good tackle play. Chris Campbell's a 71. I don't know what we're gonna do with him. I'm not comfortable starting him over our first quarterback to actually play well. Tommy Hall is a 75, obviously very fast. Grant Ewing is a 73, should be good depth, and then Cameron Lambert is only a 71. So I think I said he would be a 72 normal. 71 hidden is close enough, honestly. And then Blair North is awful. The CPU actually did well. A 73 overall running back, 71 defensive tackle. I forgot we have an absurd amount of picks this year because of all the trades we made. So that definitely helped fill fill out the roster. I'm pretty happy with that draft, even if we didn't get maybe any starters out of it, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. Oh God, the Bears have a J. Epstein. I was scared to see what his name is. It's John Epstein. Okay. You're on a thin ice there, buddy. Here we're trading Anton Harrison to the Buccaneers. I'm doing a lot of trading in this rebuild. I'm just immediately ditching anyone who plays like shit, and Anton Harrison was awful last year, so goodbye to him. Here's a look at the team going into year number 7 of the rebuild. Obviously, some big changes here. I mean, we switched quarterbacks, we added another receiver, we switched left tackles, and we are actually going to start Chris Campbell. We'll see what we can get from him, because if you think about it, if he wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, he'll probably be like a 75-76 with star at least, whereas Divine, if he does well, he'll be 25 next year and he'll probably go up to like a 74. It's just he doesn't have a lot of upside unless he's winning like MVP back-to-back years, and even then Madden sucks, so we'll probably only go up to like an 82, if that, honestly. So yeah, we'll see what we can get from Chris Campbell, and then Taj Hilton at left tackle, we'll see how he can do. Defensively, I did something interesting. I put Groves, the safety we signed out of free agency, at strong safety, and I actually moved Jamal Adams down to middle linebacker. We've been struggling to find an actual good middle linebacker and develop him, so we're just gonna say fuck it. We're gonna put Jamal at middle linebacker and see what he can do. I also want to start Richardson. I'll put him over Vic, but we have so much depth here. Like, our depth has depth at this point. I was having to cut like hidden dev players, like 70 plus overalls. We just have too much shit going on here, and honestly not good enough starters. Our starters just aren't playing well. We're adding so many pieces, but the pieces aren't turning into good pieces. They're just being pieces. That makes no sense, but you know what I mean. So with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 7. Oh my God, finally. We are 6-1 at the mid-season point of year number 7. I can't wait to collapse and go fucking 6-11. I'm ready for it, but I mean, I hope not, but I'm ready for it. Let's see who we gotta re-sign though. Hopefully nobody too major. Well, we have a ton of cap space anyways. You know, Rashawn Gary hasn't been that good since like his first year here. Well, his first 2 years here. However, this year he is doing really well. 7.5 sacks already. I can't wait for that to fall off a cliff and end up with like 8.5. But let's offer him just neutral. 3 years, 68.7 mil. He takes it. Beautiful. Kenny Clark, how's he doing? Only 3.5 sacks so far. I mean, let's wait until the end of the year to re-sign him if we do, because he'll regress and it'll be a little cheaper. Kevin Barnes has been pretty good. We'll go player friendly. 4 years, 42.8 mil. He takes it. Noah Fant, we did just draft that tight end, but he's not that expensive. I mean, we could try to re-sign him. We don't really, we do have John Mechie to re-sign, but that's probably the only other player we're gonna re-sign here, so I guess we can re-sign Noah Fant. I'm fine with that. 4 years, 41.6 mil. He takes it. And then John Mechie, we can even go player friendly. 4 years, 36. He takes it. Beautiful. But with that, let's get to the end of year number 7, and hopefully we don't collapse. All right, y'all know why we're here. If you have for some reason not already, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a shit ton, and it takes you like 2 seconds. Turn on notifications if you want to get notified whenever I upload. I only upload videos like this, so if you enjoy this, not all of them are quite this long, clearly, but I just do rebuilds, and I'm gonna do a mock draft again soon. Y'all really enjoyed the last one, so might as well do another, and let me know what team to do next for a shout out in whatever next video I do. But this is a look at the team. Y'all already saw the offense. Here is the defense. Why does Leonard not have an ability? I don't know why I noticed that. It didn't, wait, he does though. Why does it not show it? Maybe it's not active because we already have too many. I don't know how the hell I even noticed that, but I did, and now I can't unsee it. But enough stalling. In year number 7, we finished 12-5. Honestly, pretty good. Maybe even better than our team overall would suggest. We do have a good team though, especially our defense, at an 85 overall with an 89 defense, but let's see how the team did this year. Oh, I am fucking glad we started him. Chris Campbell as a rookie, 5,300 yards, 49 touchdowns, only 13 picks, which is kind of high, but with those other stats, you wouldn't even complain about it for a second. 69% completion percentage, nice. Kenneth Walker, 1,100 yards, 4.2 per carry. He hasn't been that good in this rebuild, but he's been pretty consistently over like 1,100 yards. 18 touchdowns for him is very nice. We had 3 1,000-yard receivers. John Mechie with 1,300 and 14 touchdowns for him. Rondale Moore with 1,300, 12 touchdowns for him. 1,000 yards for Noah Fant and 10 touchdowns. And then DK Metcalf was actually our worst receiver with 967 yards and 5 touchdowns. Blocking was still bad, but honestly better. Our interior is bad now ever since I moved Edens to center. Wade Wiener's solid. Damian Lewis has been bad. We might move on from Damian Lewis. We'll see. Defensively, Jamal Adams led the team in tackles, now moved to linebacker with 144, 115 for Jamin Davis. Tackles for loss, 15 from Kenny Clark led the team, 11 for Gary, 11 for Bakersville. And then sacks, 11 from Rashawn Gary, 7.5 from Eric Richardson. It's finally good to get some decent play from the other edge. Greg Kennedy with 7, 6.5 for Kenny Clark, only 4 for Bakersville. I don't know what happened to him, but he has not been good lately. And then interceptions, 4 from Witherspoon, 2 from Adams, Kevin Barnes, and Shaquem Leonard, and 1 from a few players. Now for yearly awards, did he win MVP? Chris Campbell does not win MVP. He was in 4th. Tua wins MVP on the Giants. That's interesting. I was actually thinking about signing him when he was available in free agency like 6 years ago or whenever that was. Oh, of fucking course. Morris Goldman up there. Why wouldn't he be? But at least we do. At least Campbell does beat out Goldman. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Saquon Barkley. Hunter Renfrow now on the Vikings almost wins Offensive Player of the Year. That's fun. Kenneth Walker at number 3. Montez Sweat wins Defensive Player of the Year. Jadeveon Clowney is getting fucking passed around the NFC West. Good lord. You just need to go to the fucking 49ers now and he's cleared it. Rashawn Gary at number 10 though. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I would sure hope so. It is Chris Campbell. Tommy Hall at number 6. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Chad Gregory of the Bears. Greg Stackhouse, that's an elite name. No Seahawks up there. I don't even know if we would have had anybody in contention. We weren't really playing any rookies. So overall, very good year. This is our first playoff game in year number 7. Long ass playoff drought. What are we, the fucking Jets or something? I don't know. But we have a first of many scenario here. Always got to play it cool. You know me. I was legitimately thinking about going guarantee win just for the hell of it, but I didn't. Always got to play it cool. But let's jump in and see if we can take down the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go against Dallas in the wild card. Mikey had some crazy ass eyes there. I don't know what that was about. But finally, our first playoff game in year number 7. It hasn't gone super well for us so far, but finally we do have some success. But let's jump to the end of the game and let's see if we can get a win. We go up early 7-0. Not a whole ton of scoring in the first quarter. The Cowboys do drive and they do score. It is tied 7-7. They take the lead 10-7 going into half. Still not much scoring from us. We do put up another touchdown. We're up 14-10. They get a field goal. We're up 14-13. They get another field goal and they're up 16-14. They get another one, but we take the lead with just a few seconds to go and we win 22-19. Ugly score. Our offense didn't do a whole lot, but we finished strong and that's what matters. We have a recap of the first of many. I realized my screen wasn't like turned on yet, or the recorder, whatever. Give me those staff points, boy. Give me that shit. 51 staff points. Let's go. But who will we be taking on in the divisional? The 10-7 Minnesota Vikings. Didn't we do something with the Vikings? Let me check out their team. Why do I feel like we did? I don't know. But they have Christian Darrisaw, TJ Hawkinson, Brian O'Neill, still a lot of their players. They have Matthew Hyde, a superstar, or no, he's not a superstar, but he's a 24-year-old quarterback, already up to an 86, 97 throw on the run. Good lord. That guy is pretty good. I mean, overall, they do have a pretty good team. Nothing crazy though, so I can't wait to lose. Here we go in the divisional against Minnesota. Ignore the mouse on the screen, but let's simulate to the end of the game and see if we can take down Minnesota. We go up early 3-0. However, they go and drive and score a touchdown. They're up 7-3 in the second quarter. They're up 14-3 now. We do put up a field goal. We get a touchdown. They're still up though. They're up 21-13, 21-16 now in the second half. We're only putting up field goals, man. They're up 28-19. We do put up another field goal, but it's not going to be enough. We just could not score when it mattered, and we lose by double digits to Minnesota. A much worse team. In the Super Bowl, the Titans take down the Vikings 28-17. Ooh, and we have a couple upgrade points for Chris Campbell here. It doesn't look like he quite went up to superstar, because normally it does show something up there, but I'm at least oh, he did. Wait, I thought it used to. Okay, this happened the last time I had somebody go up to superstar. Does it not show like a little thing up there by their overall anymore? Because I swore before it used to. Obviously, it does that for X Factor, but I thought it showed a little bar saying Superstar up there too. I guess not. I don't know, but we will definitely take that. Dev'd up to dev traits. You'll love to see it. Damn, Kenny Clark is still crazy expensive. No, thank you. I'm good. I'll pass. Jaleel Vick, I mean, he has not been that good, so I think I'm kind of out on him. He's just a backup anyways. I mean, his first year, he got a lot of tackles for loss, but not many sacks, and then his second year, he just did nothing well, so I think we're fine moving on from him. Honestly, I think we're fine moving on from everybody here. It's just backups or, I mean, a replaceable player in Kenny Clark, another replaceable player in Logan Hall. I think we're chilling. In free agency, though, we're hoping for a big one here. Oh, yeah, that's not bad. Well, I mean, this isn't super great for us. The top two needs aren't, or the top two players here aren't really needs for us. It's Justin Jefferson and Joe Mixon. And then we don't really need Josh Allen. I mean, our guy last year was really good. I'm assuming Josh Allen also has been really, yeah, he's been really good too. Jesus Christ, he's gonna be the GOAT by the time he retires. Those stat lines are absurd. We could go for Justin Jefferson, but receiver isn't a need. It definitely wouldn't hurt, but I just don't know if that's necessary. Really, I mean, I don't know what to go with. Kennedy's face kind of scares me. Why is it so, like, skinny? He almost looks like if he turned to the side, he would look like Phineas from Phineas and Ferb or whatever. Like, his face looks pointy. I don't know, I was just looking at these three, because these two faces are really similar, and that Kennedy's kind of scared me. I don't know. All Madden face scans are a little creepy to an extent. They're kind of weird. I don't like them. God, do we even need to do anything in free agency? I mean, what would we even upgrade here? Like, guard? How does Gregory Bradley do, which is 2 first names? Not well. No thank you to that. Hugh Klein? Nah. Is from Washington State. You know, I'll be biased. We might offer him a contract to replace Damian Lewis. We'll see. Jimmy Johnson, let's go. I mean, God, do I really want to do this? I don't think I do. Yeah, I think we're good just offering for Hugh Klein. Let's see if he signs. He's massive. He's 6'5", 340. He's a thick boy. Oh, and he doesn't take it. And now the Bengals are interested. And he signs with the Bengals. Cool. Or I'm guessing he signed with the Bengals. So it looks like we're not doing anything in free agency. Fuck me, I guess. All right. Jesus Christ, I just woke up. But the Packers have the #1 overall pick here. We don't pick until 27, obviously. I don't even remember what year we're in. We're in 2029, so that would be what? This is the end of year 7? Is it going to be year 8? Did I lose track somewhere? I don't know. But let's see what we can do with our pick. There's still a good QB available. What the hell? He's probably not as good as advertised, because he actually looked decent. Should I take him and trade him for a lot of value? This must have just been a quarterback-heavy class, because there's still some good guys left. I have no fucking clue what to go with, though. Ooh, a deep route? I mean, I could go with, like, our 50th offensive lineman, maybe a pass rusher, a defensive lineman, and an inside linebacker. I mean, we're not going to get a starter here more than likely, but maybe a good depth piece. Well, we might be able to. Let's see. I would go Morgan Holloman, but he isn't really a scheme fit. I mean, he's 6'5", but he's 368. He's not big enough to play on the line. Or I could just do it anyways and say fuck it. He doesn't look crazy, but he has really good power moves. I mean, he looks really good, but these type of players aren't normally like a high overall. Like the first to second round, either power rushing or run stopping defensive ends, but this guy does look really good. We could play him at either outside linebacker or defensive end. Let's take him. Normal dev. Fuck me. I tried. I really did. This kind of looks like a dog shit draft class. Oh, I mean, we literally don't need this guy at all, but he looks we just have no need for him. I don't want to take him, but I also kind of do. We have like 10 receivers. We're fine, but I also want to take another one because I have an addiction, apparently. Either that or I go with like the 20th lineman of the rebuild. This guy, his finesse isn't good. Well, no, this guy actually really does look good. Barry Townsend. I don't know what else to do, so I want to take a player of actual like value to us, but there just isn't any value to us here. I mean, Thad Carter looks decent in coverage. He has good awareness, but he won't go until the 3rd round. I could probably get him at the end of round 2. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go Barry Townsend, like our 50th offensive lineman. He has hidden dev. Okay, beautiful. 6'4", 307, 22 years old, out of Penn State. Don't know what we're gonna do with him, but we have him. If the Jets took the linebacker I was gonna go with there, I would have fucking cried. I don't know, but Thad Carter actually looks surprisingly surprisingly decent. He's really quick and decent strength. He overall had a really good combine, was first in vertical jump at the combine and his pro day. Good 20-yard shuttle. Obviously really good awareness, solid coverage. Not the best in run defense, but also not the worst compared to some coverage linebackers I've seen here. Will probably be like a 68 overall, but hopefully has a dev trait. Imagine I called that perfectly. I'm not cheating, but he does have hidden dev, 91 speed, wearing number 99. I need to change that, but that might have actually been a really good pick. I can't really find anybody else that looks good. Ooh, wait. You know what? Let's just take Robert Gabriel. This might be the last pick I take. Looks like an overall decent safety. Not the slowest for being a box guy. I'm just intrigued by the coverage. It's gonna be D-man coverage and C-zone coverage more than likely, but there's a chance that it's not, so let's take him. Normal dev. Okay, he's probably not good. Wearing number 12 again. God damn it, you can't do that. Ugh. Well, here's a recap of the draft. We honestly didn't do super well. I mean, we didn't have great picks to work with, and it wasn't a draft where we necessarily had to do great, so I'm fine with it. But Morgan Holloman's only a 74. That's about what I thought he would be. I was just hoping for a dev trait with him, and he didn't have it, so sucks to be me, I guess. Barry Townsend is fine. He's a 72. I was hoping he would be a bit higher. His power is not great, though. Well, I guess he's just not a very good run blocker, so whatever. Thad Carter's a bit better than I thought he would be. He's a 71. I was hoping I would predict it perfectly, but I'll definitely take him being a higher overall than I thought he would be at a 71. His coverage isn't anything crazy, but overall he's just like a solid player, so that's definitely not bad to get at the end of round 2. And then let's not talk about the rest of the draft. I picked the rest of the picks here. I picked this Tyreek Saunders guy. He was a receiver. I moved him to tight end. He went up. Not super real. Well, I guess receiver to tight end conversion, they happen, but they rarely work out. The only one I can think of is Darren Waller. That's like it. Here we're unfortunately gonna be trading Kevin Devine. We just really don't need him anymore, unfortunately. We obviously had the offensive rookie of the year last year. I'm glad we finally got a decent quarterback. Kevin Devine was pretty good when he came in, though. It's just he was already too old, not high enough of an overall yet, but he will get a shot with the Patriots. I can't wait for him to win MVP. All right, here is a team. I'm losing it. Here is the team going into year number 8. At least I think it's year number 8. I'm just guessing. I'll check once I'm done recording. I might have to do an extra year. We'll see. But I think it's year number 8. The team is looking pretty decent here. We'll see what we can get from Chris Campbell in year number 2. Obviously, offensive rookie of the year last year, went up 2 dev traits. Surprisingly, only went up 4 overall, though. I don't like how quarterbacks progress in this game. I've said this before. I'll say it again. It should be easier to progress players when they're a lower overall and harder to progress players when they're already a high overall. I know it's already like that, but I'm just saying it should be more extreme. Like, it should be even easier to progress players when they're low and even harder to progress players when they're already high. And I don't feel like age should have as much of a factor in player development because, I mean, you can see players like Geno Smith. If he had the year he had in real life, he would have gone from like a 68 to a 70, maybe, because he's already, what, like 32? He wouldn't have developed in this game. So I don't know. It's a bit weird to me, but I guess I understand it, but also it doesn't make sense. I don't know. It's weird. Anyways, there's one of my famous pointless rambles. This is a look at the team. We're looking hella nice. Obviously, the receiving core is insane. I actually moved Dalton Starks to running back, and he went from a 78 to an 85. I'm like a 99 speed running back with 94 juke move, 90 ball carrier vision. Sign me the hell up. I am down. So he will be our number 1 receiving back. We'll see what we can get from him. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. I was just like, he probably won't go up that much, but oh, he did. I don't think there were any other changes here within the past year, though. It's just us trying to develop these players. And then defensively, God, what did I do last night? I can't remember. Well, we do kind of have 2 holes on the defensive line, but we expect Lambert and Kennedy to do okay. I'm expecting Thad Carter. I kind of like the name Theo Carter more. Thad Carter sounds like an old man. Wasn't there a quarterback named Thad Lewis? I don't know. Either way, I expect him to develop and hopefully take over as the number 2 linebacker. We'll see. And I mean, outside of that, we're looking pretty good. Rashawn Gary up to a 96. Jamal is regressing pretty hard, down to an 84, 85 with morale. We have Bakersville still up to a 90 with morale. Maybe we can get Leonard up to a 90 by the end of the rebuild. We'll see. Maybe even Barnes. I don't know. But with that, let's get to the midseason point. point of year number 8 and see how we can do. Can't wait to be 1-6 or 2-5. Well, I called it. At the mid-season of year number 8, we're 2-4. Why is that? I don't know. It's probably the quarterback play once again. DK has an upgrade. I don't know if that's even gonna matter. Will we make the playoffs again? Probably not. No, it's not a quarterback problem. 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 picks. Kenneth Walker's not doing very well. Receiving, we're doing pretty well. Is it the blocking? No, not really. What's the problem? We're not getting a whole lot of pressure at all. It might be time for another defensive scheme change. We will find out. Where are we in points per game? Ah, I see. Not very high. How about points allowed? Ah, I see. What defensive playbook do we want to run now? Ravens? We'll check it out after the year because we need to switch again. We're like top of the league in points allowed and we've only played 6 games. So that's not ideal. For re-signings though, are we going to bring anybody back here? We only have 35 mil to work with. Tariq Woolen hasn't really progressed here. If he wants like 1 year, 7.3 mil or whatever that is, okay, well fuck you then, buddy. We're going to be letting Tariq go apparently. Greg Kennedy is already 26, only he's not coming back. He's not doing very well. So with that, let's get to the end of year number 8 and let's suffer still, I guess. Okay, so here's a look at the team at the end of year number 8. I think y'all know why we're here. Again, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, helps me out a ton. If you've made it here, all my videos are similar to this, not quite this long, but I still think you might enjoy them if you enjoyed this. And if you've made it here, clearly you've enjoyed this a little bit, unless you fell asleep, then shit, I don't know. But here's a look at the defense as well. But as you can probably tell why I'm showing that screen, we actually somehow made the playoffs, going 9-8. Now, we don't have the best team in the world. I feel like we might be a bit better than that though, but at least we made the playoffs. Now, our division is just cursed, apparently. I mean, the 49ers 7-10, Rams 6-11, Cardinals 5-12. This division has sucked the whole time. It's just cursed. I don't know. Chris Campbell had another very good year, 4,700 yards, 42 touchdowns, 11 picks. Not even too bad considering everything else. I mean, we'll take 11 picks. That's fine. 67% completion percentage. Kenneth Walker still just kind of mid, 1,100 yards, 4.3 per carry, 8 touchdowns. It's fine. We had 3 1,000-yard receivers this year though, 1,213 touchdowns for DK Metcalf, 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns for Rondale Moore, and just over 1,000 yards and 16 touchdowns for John Mechie. Noah Fant, kind of not super good this year. He had a few 1,000-yard years and some really not great years. This is one of the not great ones. Little under 700 yards, only 2 touchdowns. Blocking. Ooh, Edens, what the fuck? I think I'm gonna move Edens back out to guard and move on from Damian Lewis, but Damian Lewis wasn't bad. Edens has been really terrible, and he's in the all-castration team now, but at center, he just ain't it, apparently. Defensively, Jamal led the team with 132 tackles for loss, 14 from Denard Bakersville, 13 from Rashawn Gary, Cameron Lambert, and Greg Kennedy, and then 10 from Eric Richardson. And sacks, we had a good amount, 12.5 from Rashawn Gary, 11 from Denard Bakersville, 7.5 from Eric Richardson, 7 from Greg Kennedy, 6.5 from Cameron Lambert. Overall, not bad at all. In interceptions, 4 for Shaquem Leonard, 2 for Jamal and Theo Dart. Why are we getting random, like, fourth corners getting 2 interceptions? What? It's a theme literally every year. This time in only 263 snaps. The snaps are getting lower every year too. I don't understand it, whatever. And then 1 for Rashawn Gary for some reason and a few other players. Oh god, I thought Bakersville got an interception. Wouldn't surprise me. We were 13th in offensive yards. Do we still need to change the defensive playbook? 20, yeah, we're gonna switch the defensive playbook. 11th in points scored. I'm guessing we're decent in no, 21st. Okay, yeah, we're switching the defensive playbook. We have a good defensive roster. It's just not performing well. Joe Burrow wins like his 20th MVP. Dak's still up there, down to a 79 overall. Chris Campbell does crack the top 10 at number 9, but look who's right ahead of him, Geno Smith. I want to die. Offensive player of the year goes to Joe Mixon on the Panthers. Okay, probably at like 34 years old here, but fair enough. John Mechie at number 9. No DK, surprisingly. Or was he our leading receiver? I can't remember for sure. Montez Sweat wins defensive player of the year. He's won a lot of those, it seems like. Rashawn Gary at number 6. Oh, Cool, Jaleel Vick at number 8. I want to die. Why does that always happen? They just don't perform for us, and then we trade them, and they do super well. I don't understand it. Josh Mickens, a receiver that I was kind of thinking about taking, wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, but he wouldn't have even fucking played for us, so I'm fine with that. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to JJ Pickett of the Rams. No Seahawk. I guess we wouldn't have really had anybody in contention except for Thad, whatever his last name is. I can't remember. Hold on, I want to see, is the guy we traded up here? Or no, he's on the Patriots. He would be an AFC. Best UB. Okay, no, he's not. That's kind of surprising. I thought he would do well. I actually want to check how he did. Maybe they got somebody else and didn't even start. No, he was okay. 5,100 yards, 30 touchdowns, 17 picks is a shit ton. But overall, I want to see where we rank in the league in terms of overall, just out of curiosity. I feel like this has been my unluckiest rebuild so far, because normally I have an 87 overall team by like year number 3, but it's taken us all the way until year number 8 to build one. We're tied with the Steelers in terms of overall, tied with the Jets, they have an 87 as well. The Giants and 49ers are better than us, so we're tied for 3rd. The Falcons also have an 87. The Chiefs also have an 88, so we're tied for 4th, I guess. So yeah, it looks like tied for the 4th best team. Unfortunately, we're gonna be playing one of those best teams this week in the New York Giants at an 88 overall. We have the same overall defense, but they do have a bit better of an offense. But I guess that's really all for us to do here. Let's jump in and let's see if we can take down the New Jersey Giants. God, every time I see this screen, I hate it. His jersey looks orange compared to that background. It's so, I don't like it. They should have just fucking exaggerated the colors to make it not look ugly. I always judge the shit out of these screens. I don't know why. I guess it's just all for me to look at. I don't know. But here in the wild card against the Giants, we do get a home game in Seattle because we did win our division, but I wouldn't honestly complain too much if we lost this game. The Giants are a good team. We do have home field advantage, but I wouldn't complain. We go up early 7-0. The Giants score 3. We do put up another touchdown. So do they, though. We're up 21-10, 24-10. High scoring so far. They put up a touchdown, but we take the field goal going into half, and they just score 2 touchdowns back to back for no reason. They score another one. We're getting randomly smoked now. We just get a field goal, and we tie it up. It's going to bring the game to overtime, and we get the win in overtime off of a field goal. That was an overwhelming game. I don't know what happened, but we will take the win. Oh yeah, they have Tua. Chris Campbell definitely outplayed him. Wasn't his best game ever, but definitely outplayed Tua. Kenneth Walker's been so not fantastic in this rebuild. John Mechie has been, though. 181 yards and 3 touchdowns. My God. 69 yards for DK Metcalf. Nice. But let's see who we're going to be taking on in the divisional. Oh, we're so going to lose this game. We're going to get destroyed. It is the 83 overall Carolina Panthers. We have 4 overall on them. They get the home game, but we have a considerably better team. Can't wait to lose. I swear, they pick the weirdest pictures for players. What the Here we go in the divisional. It's a rainy game. Oh, this is a good game to get upset. I guess it wouldn't technically be an upset because they have the better record, but we have a considerably better team. But let's jump to the end of it and see if we can get a win. We go up early 3-0. I thought that was going to be the Panthers scoring. They tie it up 3-3. They get a touchdown and take the lead 10-3, but we tie it up at 10 going into half. We take the lead 13-10 going into half, 20-10. They do get a touchdown, though. We're up 23-17. They do score. They're up by 1 point now, but we get a field goal. Just a lot of field goals for us here, but we score last second to take the lead and win the game, 32-31. Oh, it was Morris Goldman. Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be? He did heavily outplay Chris Campbell here. I mean, Campbell had more yards, but 4 touchdowns, 0 pick for Morris Goldman. I want to see what his overall is up to. That's interesting, man. Okay, let me see. Carolina Panther. Morris Goldman is up to an 84-85 morale with superstar Dev. You know, it wasn't too bad for us to move on from him, but of course he played a million times better not in Seattle. In the conference championship, we're going to be playing the 82 overall Dallas Cowboys. Let's just jump into it. How are they here? How were they 14-3? Why does Madden not go off of overall for how good players play? I don't understand it. What's the point of even having it at that point? I don't know. Here we go in the conference championship in Dallas against the 14-3, 82 overall Dallas Cowboys. Let's just get it over with. End of game. No scoring so far. We put up 7, though. We're up 7-0. Now 10-0. Okay, maybe this game will be valid. We're up 17-0. They do finally put up a touchdown. It is now 24-7, Seattle, though. We get down there and get a field goal and a touchdown. Holy fuck. We're up 48-7. 50. I don't know if we should have crushed them that bad. Oh my god. 55-7? I mean, we were the better team, but holy shit. Multiple-time MVP Dak Prescott with a 46.4 passer or QB rating, whatever. Damn near a perfect passer rating for Chris Campbell. 369 yards and 5 touchdowns. Nice. Well, that means it is time to see who we're gonna play in the Super Bowl. Let's just jump straight to the Super Bowl. I mean, we might as well. No reason to go to the Pro Bowl. Not gonna have anybody there because we are in the Super Bowl. Why wouldn't it be the Houston Texans? Of course it would be the Texans. The 83 overall 10-7 Houston Texans. This is gonna be fun. We do have some upgrades here. Wade Weiner, greatest name of all time, of course. Chris Campbell gonna be up to an 80. Thad Carter, wait, what's his dev trait? He's already up to a 75? What the fuck? What is happening? I have never seen that glitch before. Why are there 2 of him and why is one standing sideways? That low-key scared me, unironically. We have discovered so many new glitches in this game. Maybe that's not new, but I've never seen it. Dude, this game is so poorly made. I can't stress that enough. Holy shit. I also want to switch his number because I hate 99. Let's give him 55. This game blows so much ass, dude. Holy shit. But we have a Super Bowl media scenario thingy here. I wouldn't say this is just the beginning or everything because, I mean, it's year 8 and we still have 2 more years to go. We'll say it's everything. Sounds like setting ourselves up to lose, but let's jump in against the Texans and let's see if we can take them down. Here we go in Super Bowl like 65 or something. I have no idea what we're at now, but let's jump in here and let's see if we can get the win. So Houston goes up early 3, now 6-0. We're not doing anything on offense here. However, our defense is doing a pretty good job of stopping them. We are down 9-7 currently. They put up 2 touchdowns back to back. They're up 24-7. We put up a touchdown, but so do they. We are down by 10 in the 4th quarter. They put up a field goal. We are only down by 1 score, and our offense just kind of shits itself to lose to a much worse team, actually, in the Houston Texans. Because of course that happened. Oh, of course their quarterback is Daniel Jones. Why the fuck wouldn't it be? Love this game. Here, in terms of re-signings, I don't think we're gonna bring anybody back here. How did Greg Kennedy do? I can't remember. He did all right? He was actually pretty good. 13 tackles for loss, 7 sacks. We'll try to bring him back. I clicked his player card again. I'm a dumbass. Let's go. We'll see if he takes player friendly. It's 3 years, 28.2 mil. Okay, fuck you then. And everybody else here, I mean, I think we're good to let go. Unfortunately, we are letting go of Tariq Woolen, but he hasn't really done much here, unfortunately. And also, like I was saying, I do want to switch the defensive playbook because our defense has been ass every year. It looks like the Giants defense was pretty good, and the Steelers, I think the Steelers is typically good. We have the Packers defense, right? Sometimes that one's good, sometimes that one's awful. Just depends on the year. So let's try out the Steelers defense. I trust that one more, honestly, than the Giants. So yeah, hopefully our defense won't play quite as terribly now. I have no idea what is going to be available in free agency. Not a whole lot. We could get Jordan Addison if we want. Not that I would want to, but we could. There, of course, are not really any good corners here at all. I guess that'll give us something to draft, though. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what the hell to do here. So we're just going to try to get 2 off-ball linebackers, John Davis and Clay Hopkins. We're obviously going to move him to middle linebacker just because it's maybe our weakest position right now outside of the defensive line. But speaking of the defensive line, we're going to try to bring Greg Kennedy back. Nobody else is interested, unsurprisingly. We're the only teams interested for any of these 3 players, so let's see if any of them sign. Oh, only Clay Hopkins. We don't get Greg Kennedy or John Davis. Well, let's see. I definitely want them. All right, well, we went very player-friendly for both of them. It only tied us for the lead with John Davis because he's not interested in joining. He probably won't sign, which is unfortunate. Let me see. He would be really nice to have. Let me see. Okay, we're offering him like 11 mil per year. He better sign, but he probably won't. So let's see if either of these 2 do sign with us. They both sign. Okay, and we get both of them. I'm fine with overpaying for all these players because I don't know what else to do with this money anyways. so I'm fine with it. All right, we might be losing the realism a little bit, but we're gonna be trading Noah Fant, Damian Lewis, and Will Foster to the Browns for a 1 and a 3 this year. I don't know what we're gonna do with those picks, but we'll find something, maybe, hopefully. Here in the draft, we have the number 28 overall pick. What are the Saints gonna do with the first pick? Travis Richards, a defensive end. Okay, you have fun with that. But what do we want to do here? Of course, we have 2 late first round picks. We did not have, well, we had a very good year, but now we don't have good picks. So what do we want to do here? God fucking damn it. All the good corners are gone. Yeah, they're all gone. There's nobody good here at all. Is there a good safety I could play at corner? Maybe. The safety looks good, but he definitely wouldn't be a good corner. He does look really good though. Am I really about to take like the millionth safety I've taken so far? Let's go with the center first. Oh, he has no power. All right, let's go. Doug West would be such a reach here though. He's not supposed to go until the 2nd to 3rd round. Who cares? Let's take him. He looks fine enough. Hidden dev, 90 strength. Should be hopefully a good center. We'll see. And now I guess let's just go Mike Stewart, the safety. I mean, he's 6'1", 224, 21 years old, out of Washington. Ran a 4.53, which is okay for a box safety. 23 reps on the bench, 25 at his pro day. That's pretty good. Good jumping. His coverage probably isn't good, but he looks like a good enough run defender. So let's take him. Normal dev, because of course. Like I was saying earlier, this game really wears on the soul. Well, we kind of need a second tight end again because we traded well, we need a second tight end because we traded Noah Fant away. This guy doesn't, I'm confused. He had a really good combine. He's not that strong though, and his attributes aren't very good. I mean, he has bad spec catch, bad impact blocking. Overall, just doesn't look like a very good blocker. I don't know, man. There's also this guy down here, Tyler Harrington. Not quite as freaky of a combine, but still good. Yeah, I think this dude's better. Let's take him. Hidden dev, 6'6", 245, 22 years old, left-handed, just like me for real, out of UCLA. I think that was a good pick. The other guy did look freakier, pause, but that guy looked better. I feel like the drafts are getting worse and worse. Maybe it's because we're having later picks now, but good lord. Doug West is only a 72 overall. I was hoping he would be a bit better than that. 94 strength with morale, good lord. Good impact block, good lead block, good finesse, but his power's definitely a bit lacking. Mike Stewart, the safety, is only a 70 overall. That's not ideal. I have no idea what we're even gonna do with him, to be honest. Tyler Harrington is a 74, which is solid. Oh yeah, I want to check. Were there any like generational players in this class, or was it just dog shit? Oh, there was. Actually, 280 plus is Brian Lauderdale. What's considered generational? Is it 85 plus or like 84? I don't know, but either way, this guy was really good. X Factor, of course. I mean, it's a running back, so we wouldn't have needed him anyways, but Kari Flynn, he would have been nice to have. We could have switched him over to corner, but he wasn't available at our pick anyways, so it is what it is. And then after those two, it just absolutely falls off a cliff. I mean, the best player we could have gotten was like a 75 overall. Probably would have been good to take this Jason Dawson guy, but oh well. The rest of our draft was pretty mid, so let's get into year number 10. Nope, 9. Not 10 yet. I'm thinking too far ahead. I hope it's year 9 and not 8. Here is a look at the team going into year number 9 of the rebuild. Finally in the home stretch of this one, good lord. A couple changes here. I mean, we kind of switched around the offensive line. Wiener's at left guard now. Edens is back at right guard, and we brought in Doug West to be our center. Of course, not as high of an overall as you would hope for, but should turn into a good player. Hopefully superstar dev, probably just star, but would be nice to have superstar. But speaking of hopefully superstar, we're gonna have Tyler Harrington starting at tight end. Maybe offensive rookie of the year. Obviously not quite as good as Tyler Hall. No, Tommy Hall. Not quite as good of an overall, but we are hoping for obviously offensive rookie of the year for Harrington. So we'll see if we can get that. Hopefully Campbell can have another good year and keep developing. And then defensively, we're gonna start Sampson in the slot. Desmond Sampson, because he does have a hidden dev trait. I don't know if we're gonna be super good this year because we are starting a lot of rookies, but we'll see. Just trying to get some development out here. Obviously still have our really good players, but with that, let's get to the mid-season point of year number 9 and let's see how we're doing. At the mid-season point of year number 9, we are 3-3. Not super great, but like I said, we are starting a lot of rookies. Speaking of rookies, we have Desmond Sampson here, up to a 71 now. Big upgrade there. Could be up to a decent overall by the end of the year, we will have to see. And we actually have a breakout linebacker scenario. I love that the Cardinals are 5-2 while 6 overall lower than us. That's fun. I can't wait for this guy to not get it. It's Eric Richardson. What are we going to have to get? Less than 200 total yards. That's not going to happen. Or get Eric Richardson 2+ interceptions, forced fumbles, tackles for loss, or sacks. Again, not going to happen, but we can sure try. And for re-signings here, we have 110 mil to work with. Both of our outside corners, Jamal Adams, who we might let go, to be honest. He's going to regress pretty hard. Shaquem Leonard is honestly not that expensive. We can go, well, he's kind of expensive, but he only wanted a 1-year deal, which is surprising. We'll offer him 3 years, though. I want to keep him around. He's been pretty solid. And then Devin Witherspoon, kind of same deal. We'll go 2 years. I guess we won't even experience those 2 years. It'll just be 1 more year, but still. James Milstead, how's he been doing this year? He's been actually probably our best tackle so far, and even then he hasn't been that. I mean, he's been fine. His first year here, he was awful, but he's been good since then. I just know as soon as I re-sign him, he's going to start being terrible, so, I mean, we're going to have to re-sign him anyways, so let's try player-friendly, 4 years, 54.8 mil. He takes it. Can't wait for him to allow 22 sacks this year. Oh, we have to re-sign Wade Weiner. Oh, wait, why is he so cheap? Is he like a backup overall? What the fuck? Okay, 2 years, 7 mil for our starting left guard. All right, Madden. Carlos Edens, how has he been this year? I know he kind of sucked at center. How has he been this year, though? 0 sacks allowed so far. Okay, yep, we're bringing him back. It looks like right guard was just the magic position for him. Again, can't wait for him to allow 8 sacks for the rest of the year. Everyone else, though, is kind of just depth players. We'll bring back Dicker. Oh, I didn't realize we had 2 Dicks at kicker and punter. Cameron Dicker and Michael Dixon. I'm totally mature, by the way. But with that, I think we're good to get to the end of year number 9. Hopefully we can finish in the playoffs. Is that too much to ask with one of the best rosters in the league? That might be too much to ask. We'll see. Okay, well, we definitely didn't collapse. We went 13-4. Okay, that's what you like to see. I want to see what some of the dev traits are. We already know the corner only has star, but what about the center and the tight end? I'm guessing just star. Yeah, both just have star. Doug West and Tyler Harrington. Yeah, Tyler Harrington. They both only have star, but it's not too bad. At least it's better than normal, I guess. Still only an 87 overall. We actually didn't progress that much throughout the year, surprisingly, but it is what it is. But let's check out some of the season stats. Chris Campbell wasn't all that good. 4,500 yards is good. Only 31 touchdowns, though, and 16 picks is kind of high, but 69% completion percentage. Big nice there. Kenneth Walker, 1,300 yards, 4.5 per carry, 18 touchdowns. Travis Etienne, who I just picked up chilling in free agency, had 11 touchdowns. Receiving 2 1,000-yard actually 2 1,300-yard receivers this year. John Mechie, only 7 yards away from 1,400 yards, 12 touchdowns for him. DK Metcalf with 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. Tyler Harrington, almost 800 yards as a rookie, 7 touchdowns. Rondale Moore, 600 yards, but 0 touchdown. Blocking, wow, actually really good this year. It's almost like when your line plays as well as it should play, you do well. Shocking, I know. James Milstead only allowed 9 sacks. Taj Hilton, only 8 at left tackle is very good. Doug West, only 3 as a rookie, and then Carlos Edens and Wade Weiner was our best lineman for sure, only allowing 1 sack at left guard. Defensively, not many tackles, which I guess is a good thing. It means our defense didn't have to be on the field for too long. 94 tackles for John Davis led the team. Tackles for loss, 24 for Denard Bakersville, 12 for Cameron Lambert, and then sacks are a bit down this year because, like I said, we weren't on the field much, it looks like. 10.5 from Denard Bakersville led the team. Eric Richardson with 8, Cameron Lambert with 6.5, and Rashawn Gary with only 6.5. Interceptions, we had 2 for John Davis, Shaquem Leonard, and Devin Witherspoon, 1 for a few players. Where did we rank in defensive things? We were 9th in offensive yards, 3rd in defensive yards. Okay. 5th in points scored. How about the good old points allowed? 2nd. Okay, switching defensive schemes or playbooks was definitely a good idea. CJ Holloway of the Eagles wins MVP. Jalen Hurts still on the Falcons at 2. Lamar at number 3. Deshaun Watson on the Bears. All right. No Seahawks, unsurprisingly. Offensive player of the year goes to CJ Holloway. John Mechie at number 7. I was assuming we would see him here. Defensive player of the year goes to Nick Bosa. Denard Bakersville at number 8. Offensive rookie of the year goes to Brian Lauderdale of the Cardinals, the running back with X Factor. Unfortunately, Tyler Harrington at number 2 could not win that. Defensive rookie of the year goes to Charles Byrd of the Rams, no Seahawks. We did not have the corner get up there. So really disappointing in terms of awards, but we were 13-4, so I'm fine with it. But let's see who we're going to take on in the divisional. It's going to be the 8-9 San Francisco 49ers. Uh-oh. Now, hey, it could be worse. They're an 87 overall, but they are 8-9. They have a really good defense. Apparently, we had 3 teams make the playoffs in this season, in this division, after it being terrible for most seasons here. But we have a playoff rival scenario. Let's go hard-hitting brawl. We don't have that young of a defense, and I'm sure most of their players already have about 99 hit power on defense, so I don't know if it'll benefit them much. But let's jump in here and see if we can take down the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, they have Greg Rousseau, and Nick Bosa. That's not a fun duo to go against. Here we go in the divisional against the 49ers. Night game in Seattle. Let's just jump straight to the end of the game and see if we can get a win. We go up early 3-0. The 49ers are not scoring out here. They finally get a field goal. We're not scoring either, though. They put up a touchdown. They take the lead 10-7. Our offense is dead. We finally tie it up, but they go right down and get a touchdown again. They get a field goal as well. What is our offense doing? We get another touchdown finally, but it might be too little too late. However, we take the lead in the last minute, going up 24-20 and winning the game. Barely. So we have a recap for the playoff rivals thing. I don't remember what, does it give like morale and XP or something? I don't know. Let's see. Dude, nobody speaks like that. I said this in the last time I've had that message. Nobody says that. I hate it. It's so cringe. Shut up. Jamal would be the type of dude to say that. +5 hit power for the next game, +5 staff points. That's fine. I was hoping it would be more, but that's fine. We're gonna be once again taking on the 83 overall Carolina Panthers in the conference championship. Is that where we played them last time? I think it is. But let's jump in here against our former QB and see if we can get a win. Here we go in the conference championship. Another night home game. Rainy here. Let's jump in and see if we can get another dub. I hope so, because this is a game where we should comfortably win. However, the Panthers go up early 7-0. We tie it up at 7 going into the second quarter. We take the lead 14-7. However, the Panthers do get a field goal. We're up 14-10. Not a whole lot of scoring here. I don't know what our offense is doing. We're having a punt contest or something. We're trying to lose this game. We finally put up 2 touchdowns back to back. Okay, wow, we destroy them at the end, 31-10. Wasn't that the score of like the divisional playoff game between the Seahawks and Panthers in like 2014 when Cam got the like 90-yard pick 6? I don't know why I remember that, but I think that was the score. I don't know though. It looks like we did shut down Morris Goldman, so rest in piss, bozo. However, Chris Campbell had less than 200 passing yards, so that wasn't great. Upgrade for Michael Dixon, let's go. Huge. But who are we going to be taking on in the Super Bowl? The New York Jets. Wait a minute. Are we on some kind of QB revenge tour? Do they still have Geno? Maybe not, because he would be like 40 at this point. He might have retired by now. Oh, they still have him. They're just not starting him. Up to X Factor now. Obviously has been very good for the Jets, but they have Grayson Neal, a rookie QB with superstar dev. Uh-oh. If Geno Smith doesn't retire, I might trade for him. I wanna bring him back. But we have a Super Bowl media day scenario thing. We'll go everything here. It didn't work last time, so maybe I should have gone just the beginning, but I don't think it has an effect anyways. And we have some upgrades here before we get into the Super Bowl. Backup QB, huge. League altering. But let's jump in against the Jets and see if we can get our first Super Bowl win of the rebuild. Here we go in Allegiant Stadium against the New York Jets. Allegiant Stadium? What did I say? Who cares? Let's get to the end of the game and hopefully we can win a Super Bowl here. Probably not, but we will try our best. We go up early 7-0. We're getting down there a lot, but it was hard for us to score. However, it is tied 14-14. We're up 21-14 now. We're getting down there, but we're just not scoring. We're up 24-21 now in the fourth quarter, 31-21. 31 now the Jets take the lead. We do take it back 38-35. However, the Jets score in the last fucking minute and we lose another Super Bowl. Can we pull a 90s Buffalo Bills and lose 4 in a row? We will We'll try our best, apparently. At least that one was kind of valid. I mean, they were the same overall as us. It was a close game, so can't complain too much. Not like we were 10 overall better than them or something, but still annoying. All right, here we are in the final off season. We have some re-signings to make here. Dalton Starks, meh. Jamal, I mean, if he takes like neutral, then sure. He does, okay. He can be our backup strong safety. Travis Etienne kind of regressed, but he was pretty good. I mean, we'll offer him neutral. 2 years, 7.8 mil, he takes it. Honestly, Stark, he probably won't take neutral. No. Okay, goodbye, bozo. We do want Dicker the kicker back. We'll have to go very player friendly, I think, but that's fine. He takes it. And then Michael Dixon, obviously want the big dicks on special teams, you know what I'm saying? He takes it. And then outside of that, I think we're good on letting everybody else here go, so let's get into free agency and see what we can do. What do we even need to do here? I mean, maybe look for a corner, but that's about it. Oh, Will Anderson would not hurt. How has he been? Pretty good. I mean, not like absurd or anything. He's been on the Patriots forever. I mean, he definitely wouldn't hurt. We'll probably have to go very player friendly to get him, but I don't know what we're gonna sign anyways, so I'm fine with that. We're finally getting some good free agents in free agency again. For a while, it was just kind of ass, but there are actually some good players now. Oh my god, it's John Epstein. Let's go. Should I bring him in? Oh, yes, absolutely. Hopefully he doesn't... I'm not gonna say that, never mind. I would also like to bring Javon Holland in, however, we are poor now, so probably not gonna happen, but it would be fun if we could do that. However, I don't know if we can free up any cap space. We might let go of A.T. Perry. He is old. He hasn't been playing at all. I don't know why he's 6'5", whatever. Goodbye. Taking them growth hormones, apparently. I don't fucking know. Do I think we could get DK Met? No, I don't think we could get him for cheaper than 19 mil. If it was like the regular season and we just had him and then re-signed him in free agency, then probably, but I think he would be way more expensive here. Because how much is the best receiver? Oh, well, there isn't that good of a receiver, but Elijah Moore is 14 mil and he's only an 85 overall. Yeah, that would not be a good idea. So in free agency, this is what we're going to try to do. Just more defensive additions. Will Anderson, John Epstein, and LaRon Can. Hopefully we can get all three of these players. I mean, all three would start. Let's see. It looks like we do get all three of them. That is huge. This game is so ass. This is about Chris Campbell, our starting quarterback, his 5th-year option. His contract is coming up a year from now, but we couldn't find a way to get him on the field this year. What? Our starting quarterback, you couldn't find... this game sucks. It's so bad. Okay, well, we're picking that up clearly, yeah. In the draft, we, of course, have the number 31 overall pick. The Rams have the number 1 pick, but I don't care. Fuck them. They've been bad for this whole time. Like, we haven't been very good, but at least we haven't been, like, 5-11. Well, I guess for most of the rebuild, we were, like, 5-11. Maybe we've been worse than the Rams, actually, with, like, a much better team, now that I think about it. Nah, but they've been, like, ass every year. At least we've been decent for the past couple. But I'm sure it's not, like, too far off, which is depressing. I honestly don't have the slightest clue what I want to do in the draft. We don't really need anything anymore. Oh, the guy I focus scouted is not good at receiver. He had like all A's and B's. Apparently they all ended up being C's and D's. And you can see these nuts. I don't know. They're really, dog, I have no idea what to do. Kevin Irons looks okay. That's kind of a cool name. This guy looks good. Devontae Thompson. He's gonna be like a 72 overall normal dev, but I don't know what else to do. Normal dev. I might have nailed that one. I missed the thing where it said where the player was ranked in the class, like in terms of overall. I really missed that. It hasn't been around for quite a while, but I miss it. It at least let you know immediately if you made a dog shit pick or not. Which I guess they don't necessarily want you doing because they don't want you to double dip a million times, but I don't know. Yeah, top 5 talent, definitely. Go fuck yourself, game. I think with that, I might just simulate the rest of the draft out. I really don't know what to do. We might take like a 4th receiver because we don't have a good 4th receiver, but none of the receivers actually look good. Let's just go Darian Graves. It would technically be a little bit of a reach, but he is a slot receiver. Typically, they are pretty good in these draft classes. A, catching traffic, B, catching. Let's take him. Normal dev, but hopefully like a 73 overall. We'll see. Boring draft, but I really have no idea what to do. I know this game too well at this point. Devontae Thompson, I think I said, I can't remember if I said 73 or 74 72. I think I said 72 normal. Just one overall off there. I mean, he doesn't look terrible, but not gonna see the field literally ever. And then Darian Graves, I nailed. I said 73 overall, normal dev. That's exactly what he is. And then the CPU literally did fucking nothing with the rest of our pick. I'm ready to be done with this rebuild. I've been playing this game too long. I hate it. I don't want to be here anymore, man. Get me out of here. Here we are. Here is a look at the team going into the 10th and final year of the rebuild. No real holes here on offense at all. I mean, our worst position is center, and we expect West to develop throughout the year. Chris Campbell up to an 84, Kenneth Walker up to a 95, DK still at a 90, John Mechie up to X Factor, has been for a few years. This is a pretty nice offense. And the defense is equally as nice. I mean, it's the same overall. It almost looks even better. I mean, we just added Will Anderson. We have Rashawn Gary, Shaquem Leonard, Devin Witherspoon. Bakersville did go up to Superstar Dev, which is nice. We added John Epstein. Our safety group is looking really nice too. Just overall, this team is really good, so I can't wait to go 8-9 and miss the playoffs is my prediction. But with that, let's get to the end of year number 10 and let's see what this team can do. So here we are at the end of year number 10, and I just want to say, if you have made it all the way here and you watch this whole thing, you are, well, first off, no offense, but you must have no life, which relatable, but you are a true G. Let me just say that. I very much appreciate it. But this is a look at the team. We do have an upgrade for Harrington here, up to an 81 overall, not too bad. And then here is a look at the defense. We also have a few upgrades here as well. But we finished 14-3. Is that what we were last year, or were we 13-4? I think we were we might have been 13-4. I can't remember for sure, even though it was like half an hour ago for me. I don't know. But let's see how the team did. Good lord. Chris Campbell, 5,400 yards, 50 touchdowns, 14 picks, 73% completion percentage. Damn, he was good. Kenneth Walker, 1,200 yards, 4.5 per carry, 14 touchdowns. Good year from him. We had 3 1,000, almost 4 1,000-yard receivers. John Mechie, only 2 yards away from 1,500, 17 touchdowns for him. DK Metcalf with almost 1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns. And Rondale Moore, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Tyler Harrington, only like 20 yards away from 1,000 and 6 touchdowns for him. Very good receiving year. Blocking, Wade Weiner was really awful. Same with Doug West, but outside of them, the line was good. That was Wade Weiner's first bad year, but oh well, we'll live. Clay Hopkins led the team in tackles with 123, 101 for John Davis. Tackles for loss, John Epstein had 18, 15 for Rashawn Gary and Denard Bakersville, and 12 for Will Anderson. In sacks, Will Anderson led the team with 10, 8.5 for John Epstein. I said that really weird. 8 for Denard Bakersville, and only 6 for Rashawn Gary. Not as many sacks as I was hoping for. I was hoping we could have 4 players with 10 plus, but only 1. But it is what it is. Interceptions, we had 3 for Shaquem Leonard, and then a few players with 1. We only had like 8 total interceptions as well. Kind of a disappointing year from the defense. We were first in terms of offensive yards. How about defensive? Oh, we were also first. How about scoring? I would guess we were first for scoring, but defensive points allowed might be like, yeah, okay, it's 6. So our defense was still good, but not quite top 5. MVP goes to Joe Burrow. Unfortunately, Chris Campbell cannot win it. He is at number 2. Offensive Player of the Year does go to John Mechie, though. That's pretty huge. Chris Campbell at number 6. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Tyree Wilson on the Giants. No Seahawks. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Terrence Mason of the Cardinals. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Corin Thomas of the Cowboys. I'm also realizing I forgot to check if there are any generational players, but oh well. It was the last draft. I didn't really care about that. But we have some upgrades here like you saw. 3 starters here. That's pretty huge, honestly. 2 overall jump up for LaRon Can. Went from an 81 to an 83. The slot upgrade is so broken. It's so bad. But let's see who we're going to be taking on in the divisional, not conference championship yet. We have to get past this round. My guess is the 49ers, honestly. We'll see, though. It's the 9-8, 81 overall Green Bay Packers. I already know we're going to lose, but there isn't much for us to do here. It looks like Quay Walker is their best player, which is not super great. It looks like their offense wasn't all that good. Their defense was pretty good, though. But let's jump in against Green Bay and probably lose. Did Dak Prescott finally retire? He must have. But in the divisional, here we go against the Green Bay Packers. As many of you know, one of my least favorite teams, but it is what it is. Not much scoring to start out the first quarter here. We're gonna go into the second quarter 0-0, but we do finally score. We are up 14-3, now 21-3 going into half. We're kind of destroying the Packers, 28-3. That's a scary score. We're up 35-3 now. Yeah, this is not close. The Packers do finally put up a touchdown. They put up another one, but so do we. We pull it out of reach, and we win 42-17. Oh yeah, they have Anthony Richardson. He had a decent game. I mean, not a great completion percentage, but outside of that, he was solid. Apparently, they said fuck Jordan Love, I guess. I don't know. But let's see who we're going to be taking on in the conference championship. Now, is it the 49ers? I don't know. I don't know why I want to see them. I just want to beat them, I guess. It is the San Francisco 49ers. Oh god, now that I said I want to beat them, we're going to lose. But we do have 3 overall on them now. We're an 89 to their 86. Travis Etienne with an upgrade. That's fun. But we have a playoff rivals scenario. Let's go hard-hitting brawl again. I mean, it worked the last time. Wow, English is hard. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? And wait, I don't know what made me think of this, but I want to check something. How many current Seahawks do we still have? I think we only have 3. We have Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, and Jamal Adams, and I think that's it. I mean, it has been 10 years, so I'm surprised we still have any, honestly. But the team is almost unrecognizable at this point, which, hey, you would expect after 10 years, but that was very random. I'm sorry. I don't know what made me think of it, but let's jump in here against the 49ers, and hopefully we can win. God, there's the fucking ugly-ass jersey again. I hate that. Oh god, there's the Jalen Ramsey meat pick. I wish I never noticed that. But here in the conference championship, another rainy night game. Who would have guessed? Very rainy. We're going to be taking on the San Francisco 49ers, so hopefully we can get a win here. They go up early 7-0, however, we tie it up. They do get a field goal. They're up 10-7, now 17-7, now 24-7. We're getting smoked here. We do finally put up a field goal, but we're just not scoring. We do put up a touchdown, though. They're still up 24-17, now 31-17. We do score, and we're driving, but we can't score. God damn it. But unfortunately, that is going to be the end of today's rebuild. Very lengthy one. If you made it all the way through, you're insane. Like I was saying earlier, thank you for that. If you did enjoy, be sure to like, subscribe, if you have for some reason not already, and turn on notifications if you want to get notified whenever I upload a video. They're all like this, not quite as long like I was saying. And also, if you want a shout out in the next video, let me know what team to do next. And I might have more of these long ass rebuilds during the summer. I'll have a little more time, so let me know if you want to see more of those. But that is all for today's video. Here's one last look at the defense. No Super Bowl win, but we did make a couple. We just got EA'd a little bit, as per usual. But that is all. I hope you enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys again in the next video. Goodbye.